now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino, about to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil gooning out to cuties, then sweep it up. Like Vito, your bank accounts approaching zero. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom.
Disaster stream. 2-minute warning, by the way. How is everybody doing? I hope you're all happy, healthy, and hydrated. I'm in the middle of trying to get YouTube music to work, but it does not want to play ball. So I'm opening Spotify. Do be patient with me. This is my first day on the internet and a great start to the stream, I hope. Sir V hanging out with us on YouTube. Coffee not safe for work. Are happy, healthy, and hydrated. I hope the boneless one and Deus Marionette all the way over on Twitch are doing fine like wine. Let's see if we can get this up for the last minute of the preamble. Whatever. It's not even that big of a deal. Let's just get into it, eh?
This live stream may contain mature material some viewers might not find suitable.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is Monday Night Brawl. How is everybody doing here tonight? I hope you're all happy, healthy, and most importantly, hydrated. We love staying hydrated. The gang is all here hanging out with us across both YouTube and Twitch. We are dual streaming at the moment, but we are recording segments for upcoming uploads farther down the week. And speaking of that, thank you all so much for joining us earlier today. I got to give you guys the proper respect and the proper recognition, because I'm really fucking big on recognition. And I want to make sure that I do not pass along the hurt that I feel when I don't get my fucking recognition. I want to give each and every one of you guys the proper respect and recognition for hanging out with us earlier tonight. It was an excellent recap of what we were watching last Friday on Free For All Friday night. And thank God I'm high as fuck for this one, because I was feeling really, 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 really fucking pissed off. And I feel like the proper use of this toxic energy that's building up inside of me needs to be directed at something that I think we can all enjoy, because straight up, guys, I am sick and fucking tired of putting in all this work only to be completely overlooked. I know I'm fucking 5'5". Fuck you. That means I'm down to earth. I've been fermenting at home like for the past, I don't know, 3 hours, boneless, hanging out with us on Twitch. And yeah, I hear that some of that snow is coming down to my neck of the woods, so really do appreciate that. We're making up for all the past winters that we didn't have snow. It's all right though. Not like I'm gonna be driving out anywhere over the weekends. You can have the snow. We have no room for it. Yeah, let it happen. Bring it on. Bring on the snow. That'll give me a perfect reason to use the Mega Man 2 winter theme that we have on the stream. I put a lot of work into that, and you know what the difference is when I put into work into something like this? I actually feel the fucking appreciation and recognition. But hey, I'm also trying to work on my cussing, because I want to try and get more people to look at this production. And apparently, if you say the bad words, then YouTube's like, back to the line. No algorithm for you. So let me just go ahead and let you all know what's on the itinerary here in this video. We're going to be watching Dashfire's excellent bad moments in locale history. Algo a go-go. Thank you, Pro Locar, hanging out with us on YouTube. I like your profile picture. Coming down hard with rain where I'm at. Oh shit. This winter sucks, bro. This winter sucks. But it could be worse. I should look on the more positive side of things. I need to be more positive. I need to be less toxic. Even though my New Year's resolution was to be more toxic. Hey yo, the e-begging. I'm gonna be very careful when I say this. Nater, oh my goodness. Hey yo, how are you, my friend? I'll tell you guys what, when I first started doing this, a lot of the attention was on the Twitch side of things. You actually have a little bit more that you can do on the Twitch side of things. We have channel point redemptions. But you know what the cool thing about when you're on the live portion of the show, which is where we are right now, if you're watching this later on a yikes, if you're watching this later on a premiere later down in the week, you won't be able to do this. And I'm trying to think of a way to make it happen, but I'm going to have to dig deeper into it. You too could become a part of the live stream by typing in !DSP, just like Deus Marionette did all the way over on Twitch. And we love Dark Side Phil, don't we? And you know what? E-begging?
Shut the fuck up.
Can you guys hear that? I just want to make sure that y'all can hear that.
Piss me the fuck off.
Yes, Coffee, thank you. Yes, please do abuse the privileges that I have afforded you, because going back to what we were talking about before, when I put in the time and the effort to make these things happen and you guys use the things, give it recognition.
Shut the fuck up.
Stream super chatted $5. I'm donating for research.
Prolocar, thank you so much for the 5 spot. You never forget your first, and apparently I was the first person that Prolocar super chatted. So thank you so much, Prolocar. If you guys do not know who Prolocar is, he's actually one of my best buddies in real life. And Prolocar also does an excellent live stream. I'm going to shout him out right here over on Twitch, but it should pop up on the stream as well. My computer is very slow right now, so I apologize. There he is.
All right, so I don't think the fall damage there will kill me, but it's still nice to
listen to how good his microphone sounds. Look at the production values.
Right, is this an NPC or is this a dude? Oh, sorry.
Sometimes you just gotta randomly shank.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, that's why I stabbed you in the face.
Well, that put me in a better mood. Make content, then I go to bed. So I just started doing this last week, and I think I'm going to keep it. So the live streams that you and I do, they last for a couple of hours, and we pretty much just leave the archive stream of it up. What I've been doing, based off of what I saw on another YouTube channel, a YouTube guru, I know, a YouTube guru, but it was actually a good idea, and I could say right here, right now, that it absolutely works. So if you maybe start thinking of the live streams as the long form content that you break up into segments that you record separately and then re-upload to your channel later, and then spruce it up with a thumbnail and a new title, you can essentially reuse the content that you filmed during the actual live stream and then re-release it as premieres on YouTube and make events of them. Hang out in the chat it up with everybody. And that's exactly what we did at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I've been having so much fun doing this. It almost makes me want to not do the other things that I'm usually doing so I could dedicate more time to this. Hell yeah, excellent. Smash that like. Yes, don't forget to smash that like as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, boys, what do we think of DSP being a lie detector test? This must happen. I'm going to agree with Phil, actually. Rare Phil dub on this one. Just a rare one. So I won't give him the whole song. You know, lie detector tests, they can be spoofed. If you're really good, if you truly believe what you're saying is true, then there are ways around it. And I don't make the rules, but I'm no lie detector expert either. So I'm going to just let y'all know what I heard about it. All the same, if Phil was sitting on a lie detector, then that would be content, bro. If we could even fake that shit, I'd send Phil a sneaky email and go, bro, let's just set up the lie detector test and just pro wrestling kayfabe the shit out of it. That would be content. That would be, you know, that would be what the kids call content. Put Phil in a room with me and I'll tell you if he's lying. In Minecraft, let's just make that abundantly clear. In Minecraft. By the way, we have new merch in the Fourth Wall store. I just made a brand new Detractor shirt. It is based off of your favorite and my favorite Attitude Era superstar, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Detractors 220 says, I just felted your ass. And medium fair steak in the chat. Welcome, my friend. How are you enjoying being a detractor? You got a good vibe? I appreciate that. So yeah, being a detractor, you know, sometimes that comes with when you wear that badge, you know, some people have a lot of strong opinions about it. But I realized something, and it hit me. Thank you. Also, it hit me as I was just slaving over a hot Photoshop all day today, making sure that each and everything that was assigned to me was taken care of like a good little soldier. You know, I'm just saying I'm a really fucking hard worker. I'm an essential worker. The Prolo Car live stream just dropped a $1.49 super sticker. Thank you so much, Prolo Car. I am familiar with Mark 1. I caught his appearances on That Being Said, and then I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. I can only say one thing about the Marked 1. All I know about the Marked 1 is that when he moves, it has this awesome trailing effect, and it feels like I'm tripping on mushrooms every time I see a clip of him. So by that metric, by that little bit that I do know of the Marked 1, I am a fan. You know what's crazy? Marked 1 is in better shape than me. Marked 1 looks more like a professional wrestler than I do, and that's some real shit. What about Blade? I don't know which Blade we're talking about. Only Use Me Blade? I'm not too familiar with Only Use Me Blade, but I'm definitely not familiar with What About Blade. Excuse me. Being a detractor is in my nature. I did say in the year 2025 I was going to be more toxic because being just, you know, just being off to the, you ain't going to get shit unless you yell about it. You ain't going to get shit unless you yell about it and be obnoxious about it and be a real shithead about it. And you know what? I'm going to have to give Phil another rare dub. He actually got that shit down to a science. He's got being a bullshitter, miserable piece of shit down to a science, down to an art. And it affords him the life that he lives. So good for him, I guess. IP2, I'm not familiar. Only Use Me Blade. Nope, this is all. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the extent of what I know in the locale universe. I know of Derek Larson. I know of Chris Chan. I know of King Cobra. I know of the one that bites his hand and spurgs out on the street, the alcoholic. Knocked, what up? Hello. People are saying that Steven interview was far more successful than side scrollers. Absolutely. Far and away. Side Scrollers was great for what it was at the time. It served its purpose. We feasted on that interview 5 whole hours, and then of course the reviews and looking back at it, and looking at it with more context, especially after the Side Scrollers, or I'm sorry, Stuttering Craig interview that happened afterwards with Phil. That all was kind of crazy. World of T-shirts. Yes, thank you. Best interview, hands down. Phil is broken. Darkwind, thank you also so much for hanging out earlier for the premiere. We had a great turnout, and I really do appreciate it. You guys are helping me with my watch time hours, which is really important. I'm trying to get to 4,000. We're a little under 2,500. I know that will come one day. And every time that you guys hang out with us, even if you're just chilling, not chatting, not doing, just got the tab open, all of it is appreciated. You're under no obligation. And I want to let you know that I really do appreciate it, because they say a person's most valuable asset is their time. And I don't want to make you guys feel like you're wasting your time hanging out with us. So
I did the thing.
Steven did go in as an underdog, which was crazy, because towards the 30-minute mark.
Prolocar live stream super chatted $2. I hope this fuels your rage.
Oh, thank you, Prolocar. The Prolocar live stream has been absolutely he's pulling an Iron Chef Sakai in here. I really do appreciate that. And I know he doesn't get that reference, but it's definitely a term of endearment. Let's go ahead and just show Prolocar one more time here over on Twitch, because he might even go live in about, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes. And I always like to check out his channel, but then he told me to stop live reacting to it. Broke my heart. He's playing Elden Ring right here. Brady, what up, pimp?
No!
Ooh. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Bitch, die! Die! Aha! I could have sworn I was gonna fucking die that one.
Prolocar, everybody. And maybe subscribe to the Prolocar live stream. Everything that you see here, everything that you're hearing, is like my direct mindset is I want to make sure Prolocar would appreciate something like this, because he has an eye and an ear for high production values, and so all of this is for his approval. So thank you, Prolocar, for supporting the channel. And I know that wasn't exactly rage, but it comes and goes. I got high before I got on, which I usually do. But thank you, Noct, for stopping by. If you guys are not familiar, Noct does Stepmania step charts. And I want to really, really dive into Stepmania again. It's pretty much whenever I have free time. Coffee Not Safe for Work on YouTube says, bartender, can I open a tab? You sure can. You can do anything you want. You can drop a tab. You can open a tab. Just make sure you're not killing anybody else's vibe, which Coffee never does that. If anything, this king lifts everybody up. He's the rising tide that lifts all the ships here on the channel. So big ups to Coffee Not Safe for Work. And I really do appreciate you saying that, e-bagging. I'd like to think that I do. And every stream that I do, I always say it's the best stream, because it's true. So big ups to everybody. Big ups to Nocturnal hanging out with us, of course. Also earlier, IP2 Saint, he's a wild one. Well, maybe we'll get into that, because you're never gonna hear me say, man, Phil's getting boring. But I gotta say, there is this one guy. His name is Captain Alex, and he is absolutely, I'm enthralled with him. I'm enthralled with him right now, because he is the most racist, most misogynistic, most backwards thinking person that I've ever met in my entire life, and it's fascinating to me. I can't stop. I know, but it's destruction of property. You gotta make sure it's not a run over a certain amount, so don't turn into a felony. You gotta be real careful. I know somebody here knows the law. So look, if something goes wrong, I'm gonna send Meth Bear a DM and say, oh shit, I got locked up for Minecrafting in a Minecraft. And he's like, all right, I'm not gonna speak for Meth Bear. I'm just gonna leave it at that, because there's a healthy respect for that bear full of meth. Oh Lord, Captain Alex saw him on Salve stream earlier. He's a character. Oh yes, oh yes, and he has a crush. Speaking of, shout out to Kinda Sav too, who has been like a huge cheerleader for this channel, which also gives me strength. I really do appreciate that. If you haven't seen, Sav now has this PNG tuber thing going on, and it has a mix of her Juggalo makeup, because Kinda Sav has been down with the clown till she's dead in the ground. Whoop whoop, Juggalos. So Mark Brutal, the brutal one, he's a legitimate fighter. He's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He can legit fuck you up. Not saying you personally, but just general. And he decided to, you know, since he's dominated the jiu-jitsu world, he's now coming into pro wrestling. So I don't know shit about jiu-jitsu, but the cool thing about it is I know a shit ton about pro wrestling. And so I've been showing him the ropes on how to do the pro wrestling, and he's been showing me the ropes on how to do some jiu-jitsu. So I'm not saying that I'm like a brown belt. I'm not even close. I don't even have a belt. But the dynamic of each one of us blending together our techniques is something.
Nocturnal super chatted $4.99. Crash out Browski. Much love.
Yo, let's go. I'm actually feeling in so much of a better mood. So much in a better mood. And I think that'd be an awesome jumping off point, because I do have something in my back pocket, and it was stewing in me for a really long time. Not a really long time, maybe a couple of hours. And here's the dumb thing about it, okay? I know that this too will pass. This is cringe. This is my stupid fucking head and my stupid fucking emotions. I hate emotions. If I could not feel emotions, I would be so much happier. Oh yes, Darkwing, thank you. Maybe I should make like a bumper, some sort of commercial to put over that t-shirt, because I swear it was right there. I was driving to work, and I was like, I think I was listening to, I don't know, I was definitely watching a restream or something Duty did, and it was talking about the 220 stuff, and I was sitting in the car, and I was on my way to work, and all of a sudden I just had a brilliant flash of an idea, and it was the Austin 316. Instead of Austin 316, have it say Detractors 220. I fucking conic, bro. What's crazy is almost every Detractors channel is very successful. Yes. And I think the cool thing about it too is each channel has its own distinct flavor, its own unique style, and a distinctly unique way of how they go about consuming and regurgitating the content. Trust me, you wouldn't want to look at Phil. He doesn't feel much emotion. Used to think the same until I found him. Sheesh, very true. You know what? Maybe, again, this all goes back to how I'm feeling in the moment, how I felt like when I set the tip goal to a crash out, because then I even set it up really high because I wanted to really give myself the buffer. Am I going to really crash out and say something I'm going to regret? Something that needs to be said in this moment, I feel. But I'm not selling this idea to you guys. You're under no obligation to support this channel. You guys have been, your company is what is worth the most to me. All right? Real shit. I hate emotions because every single one turns into anger for some reason with me. I'm feeling the same way, and I'm going to say real shit that I really do like to promote a happy, healthy lifestyle. I know it sounds cringe or trite or whatever. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm gonna be toxic with you when it comes down to it. If you're not hydrated, fuck you. Get your dehydrated ass out this shit. Fuck you, right? So like, I do like to say that I promote, you know, mental and physical well-being, but I'm not really representing that a lot very recently. So over the past month of January, I almost fucking died because I decided to kick myself back into keto after being on it for a couple of months, which was a huge mistake, and I'm never going to do that shit again. So I'm pissed off at myself, and I have nobody to blame but myself for that. But now I'm also just feeling, I don't know if it's the winter season. I don't know if it's because I'm just worked and doing shit all the time. I don't know if it's just I'm having a bad day. But I do know that if I sit on it, or if I bottle it up, for lack of a better term, by the next day, it really doesn't bother me the same way, you know? But I see Phil when he crashes out and Cyrex when he crashes out, and I'm like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna ever aspire to crash out like these guys on the internet, but instead I would want to present like a very thought out stream of consciousness as to why I feel the way that I do. And just let it out and let it be a cathartic thing. Does that make sense? I think it's actually fucking cringe. So I'm gonna just stop. And in fact, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna point all the aggro that I have building up inside of me. I'm gonna take it out on our friend, our favorite live streamer, Dark Side Phil. All of my things are out of order. But yes, you can see on the video right here, I actually have a couple of things lined up. If you could see it, maybe I'll just maybe make it bigger. Look at these two Captain Alex. Look at this Captain Alex thumbnail right next to my closed captioning. The third one down. We're not going to watch Captain Alex first. I won't subject you to that. But look at that one. Yikes. That's a big yikes for me. But instead, we're going to enjoy this 3-hour epic. It's going to be 2 hours and 58 minutes. I'm sure we're going to be able to chop it up as we go along. But let me be clear. You can be a part of the show by typing in !DSP into the chat, whether you're on Twitch or whether you're on YouTube. You can also type in !SFX to get yourself a random sound effect carefully curated from the internet, featuring a whole bunch of micro niche memes and sound effects that you may or may not get. But that's the fun of it, because sometimes it lines up and other times it falls on its face. Other than that, you can also do !gang and DDR. You can also cheer and boo any part of the show. So if I'm being whack, you can do !BOO boo and let your voices be heard. This is a democracy. This is a democracy. You guys can be a part of the show. However, also on the other side of that, if you really appreciate something that's going on in the stream, you can hit an !YAY in order to get yourself an applause button. I think it's pretty cool. But in any case, let's go ahead and enjoy Dashfire's newest video. We're actually going to cut the part right here, and I'm going to start a new recording. So stick around, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and do stay tuned.
This live stream may contain mature material some viewers might not find suitable.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Brawl. I hope you're all happy, healthy, and most importantly, hydrated. And if you're not, go to the sink, go to the fridge, go to the store, go to the convenience store, and don't you cheap out. You get the best water you see. Minerals, get that shit. Filtered, yeah, that too. Stay away from the sparkling shit. That kind of tastes like static. But if you got that thing on you, that bottle of water, let's go ahead and enjoy what we have for you here today. Dashfire once again coming in with the heat after laying River Rejection to waste on a epic video. Now following up with a close to 3-hour review of what's been going on in the world of Darkside Phil. This is the best way to consume this style of content. It's very concise, it's well done, it's well put together, and I cannot wait to share it all with you, so let's jump right in.
What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and what a week we had this week. DSP getting toxic towards his audience, getting destroyed in an interview, beefing with the FGC, and much, much more. We start off today with TJ Gamebox, who shows that DSP spent $2,768 if he didn't get Seth Rollins in WWE Champions.
Damn. By the way, guys, I'm apologizing in advance. I did not see any of your chats. For some reason, it was bugged chat mechanic, so my apologies. Let me catch up. Let me catch up real quick. Before going off the deep end, Sir V says, Pasta Eric Miller was going to devout Christian route of reacting to Phil. Diverse bunch. Very true. I remember him. I remember that guy. Oh, suck a dog off. And medium fair steak, it is true. At least you're not an alcoholic. I used to drink a lot. I used to drink like a fish. But then once I started keto over a decade ago, I decided to put the bottle down. My last drink was actually 2 Four Locos. So let me tell you, that's how far I was. That's how deep I was in the brewery. But I'm a huge pothead, so I think that's fine. Everything's fine. Oh shit! Oh shit! Let's keep going. Now, guys, thank you, Nocturnal. I'll do the best. I do the best to best. I do to best if you can. Again, I'm also high. Darkwind says you're gonna blow up on YouTube. Trust me. Thank you so much, Darkwind. And I often wonder how Phil talks to Kat. Probably like he has a healthy respect for her, because I think that she could actually beat his ass. Seriously. Steph XFN on Twitch says 2 Four Locos ain't it? Gee, boy, my head would be hurting. Well, my head was hurting. I said if I was going to go out, I was going to go out big. And it was on New Year's, by the way. It was on New Year's. There's actually a photo of me. I was working for Safe Light of all places, and I had the 2 cans. I was dual wielding them bitches. I was smiling. I had a chubby ass face. I was wearing my uniform still. All of that was not a good look. Not a good look. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. We're still going on to the chat. You guys are really killing it over there. Thank you so much hanging out with us on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. We're going to blow you up if you just keep doing this. All people want is something real. Oh, man, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stay real. There's always going to be that performer side of me because I've been a professional wrestler for 20 years. And that's what pisses me off so much. Because after 20 years of doing this, you think that... Anyways, it's the guy. Yep, this is true. Sir V. I will never call you anything else other than Sir V. But if you want me to dead name that, you just let me know. Darkwind says, is that the Captain Alex difference between Japanese and Chinese? That is, and I haven't seen it yet. You know what? Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll, guys. We're gonna do it. This is the democracy. Alex or Phil? Which watch? Just to let you guys know, the Captain Alex thing is about 8 minutes long. The the Phil thing is almost 3 hours long. That's what we have up right now. Joker, thank you. I put in a little bit of work. And I feel the recognition. I help if in cardiac arrest. If into cardiac arrest. No, don't do that. Do not blow your candle out to make mine shine brighter. Does that make sense, or is that too corny? Decade sober off the drink, big ups. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I really don't miss it, and I'm not saying it to like get the accolades or anything like that. The real reason I stopped doing it was because I didn't want it to interfere with my keto. And also, I noticed after I stopped drinking, I stopped getting dizzy when I was climbing ladders at my telecommunications job. So, you know what? That was a residual win. And I've just never had the appetite for it because, I mean, towards the tail end of it, I wouldn't be bouncing back the way that I used to. So if I could offer any advice to anybody out there that may have a problem or may want to start looking into the idea if they have a problem, just think about how your life would be if you didn't have it. and just, you know, see all the good things. See all the good things. Most of the time, we keep ourselves in the same cycle because it feels comfortable, because it is the thing that we can depend on. I'm trying to figure out how I can make myself feel comfortable. You know, feeling comfortable knowing that no matter how much you complain and bitch, you're always going to be seen as a complainer and somebody that bitches. And you can't point to other people and say, well, what about them? You know? I don't know. I'm going off. She probably could crush him, to be honest. JG Win also. Hello, my friend. Welcome. I love JG Win, by the way, platonically and consensually, of course. JG Win's been down with this channel for a very long time, and I always do appreciate your company. And the Moogle profile picture brings me joy. We're doing both, right? So I was thinking about playing the Captain Alex thing first, but you know, only because it was 8 minutes long. All I will say is that his powers of observation are supernatural. It's all of the cameras he has. He has all the cameras up. And you know what? I used to feel sorry for Cat, and I always used to say, let's be better about Cat. There's no reason for us to dogpile. But then that also introduced two trains of thought to me. Who am I to dictate how other people detract, or how to think, or how to act, right? And that just goes with everything, not just on if we're going to shit talk Darkside Phil's fat wife. The cop was hilarious, and you know what? She sounded like a real sweetheart too. So, like, shout out to Officer Whitney. Whitney, right? Much love on the non-alcohol journey. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Steph.
Marathon, where he made over $800, and he's about to be paid.
This guy is surveyed like a prison. Real talk, for real, for real.
Meowblock, titled
Just gonna say, don't like that, man.
And we see cartoon DSP.
Marionette has been such a trooper too, by the way. The biggest sweetheart I know. And even I sometimes get Marionette to say shit like, I hate this guy.
Flopping around and flying through the air.
Shout out to Broside Phil.
Adds on. Jesus Christ.
Oh yes, 220 is gonna live on forever.
Desperate for attention, she posts up a picture of DSP jerking off and says, "My tongue deep up his asshole."
Okay, I'ma stop. Wait a minute. Hold up. What the fuck? First off, be gone, fuck. Second off, what are you doing later? It's like, I'm just kidding. So that's why I always make the difference between Officer Sanders and Jenna, because I can compartmentalize Officer Sanders just being a horny cop more so than Jenna being some sort of bloated diaper wearing bathroom using fetishist. I didn't know that I was going to need to like say that out loud in the year 2025.
Then we have Infidel Castro, who shows off.
What is that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You finally banned me on Twitter for leaving burned bacon 2020. One of us. Let's go.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
With DSP's face. Bro, Jenna, though.
Billy
Don't
Mitchell.
look up Snow.
Then we have Darcy to Flow.
_ Jenna.
Teaser trailer. Darcy to Flow.
This one was awesome, by the way. All AI generated.
Redemption arc. Tour 2025.
That's Billy
Who's coming to the
Burnell.
show?
Now I get the reference. It looks so good. It looks like him. It looks like Jade. It looks like Darish. And of course, he's got a kid. There's Jenna. Or, what the fuck? Leanna. 220 is the evil hour when the quarter demons manifest in the real space. Attention-seeking behavior. There's Leanna. Hold on. Lugo. Yup. Jenna. Man, bro, what up, Hip? Welcome. Yeah, okay, so Jenna does attention-seeking behavior. hoping that detractors and the like would then retweet her and embarrass her, because apparently she also has an embarrassment fetish, which is crazy because DSP has one. There's Stuttering Craig, there's Cobes, there's Lugo. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that thing of Jade! That's the happiest I've ever seen him.
The electric bill, the internet bill.
There's fucking Review Tech. Fuck you, USA. Fuck you, absentee father. You fat fuck. There's Derek Larson. Actually looking more
then
human.
We have a tweet from PlayStation about the outage on PSN, and DSP responds to them. After a decade being a console gamer, and now primarily being on PC, I can finally see some of the concrete benefits. PSN.
Oh, now he's sucking on PC. PC's peen. Embarrassment fetish is wild. True.
Now. Then, despite getting over $800 on his marathon, despite getting $15,000.
Look, we don't kink shame here on this corner of the internet, but I don't get it. I don't want people to expect to understand that I really, really, really like collarbones. I don't know what to tell you. So I can't sit here and judge and say, oh man, you're into being embarrassed. And there's also a femdom thing going on. I don't know if anybody's picking up on that too.
100 goals. DSP starts off the
We do live in a fun alternate reality where vids like this feel so real in our collective imaginations.
His cat is working, and Phil can't cook.
Again, it just like I know it's AI, and like if you really look at it, but like it looks so good. And I know that shit was just made with the prompts too. I know it was just made with a prompt. That's crazy. I'm sure you gave it like the reference photos and stuff like that, and those aren't the best resolutions or anything like that. So I can only imagine, like, what blows my mind is I want to know how they put all this shit together, because it looks like Darkseid, it looks like the profile picture. It looks like Jade. It looks like Phil. It looks like Leanna. It looks like Darish. Findom, Findom, or what is the prefix for financially? Like financially dom, like Findom? I don't know. I don't even know if saying these words out loud is like good for the algorithm, so I'm gonna stop. Yes, Darkseid, the GOAT. These are facts. As long as you're not hurting anyone else, have fun and be safe. Fan bro, I love it. My safe word is Benedict Cumberbatch. Could you imagine just saying that shit? You really have to dedicate yourself to saying that. So that's when you know it's real.
How many times in the past?
Findom, thank you. Yes.
I was watching videos last night.
I'm ready for the AI. I'm ready for the AI overlords. I think humans fucking suck. Take it over.
I was studying up
Take it
videos
over.
on Street Fighter
I don't care.
characters. I was doing this or that.
Fendom is the fun one. Oh, let's go. Hold on. I got sound effect for that.
How to beat characters that DSP uses in Street Fighter 6 is ruining the game for everyone. Because as Dragon points out here,
this is my favorite DSP pose.
He wants an advantage over the other people. He wants to be able to stomp them and them not to know what's going on. All those damn dirty scrubs.
The late stream is Street Fighter 6 with Mai Shiranui. We actually tried her on release day back on Wednesday.
Speaking of RTU, he copied your video game Street set. Real shit? Real shit? Oh, fuck no.
Because of the fan mechanics that you can use.
Oh, fuck no.
People hadn't learned how to completely beat everything yet, so it was fun to use her. Now tonight, I may have completely the opposite situation. Tonight, when I go to play
Siege mode, siege tank. What are we talking about?
Mastered Mai Shiranui, knows everything about her, and can easily dominate this character.
Fen dominate. Hold on.
The meta literally gets spread within a day.
Pause.
Idiots on the internet think it's oh, I can get some views on this.
Yeah, that's the point.
Let me just make the perfect video that completely spoils everything about the character. It shows
siege mode. Thank you. Oh my god.
And I can get like 10,000 views on my video. Yeah, but what about the era of discovery?
Yeah, it's not hating, but it's literally the most traumatic feeling for me. I'm feeling the same. I'm feeling the same. I don't like being embarrassed. However, I have very much so gotten the fuck over people not liking me. I always used to be the type of person that would want to have everybody like me, and I would do everything that I can to make sure that even if they were stepping on me, pause, which I'm not into. Also, by the way, as long as they were okay, I was okay. And now I realize that I need to be a little bit more selfish. That's what I'm getting to. Don't let yourself get stepped on unless you're into it.
It's just a sad fact. I guess I'm an old man who liked playing.
It looks similar. Can't remember when I saw it. Saw what? Oh my god. I keep getting derailed. Let's go!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The emoji bukkake only means one thing. That means we were one step closer to hitting our follow goal over on Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow. Fan bro, appreciate you. And I love the different spelling across the two, YouTube and Twitch. I appreciate that. We are 2 follows away from the 500 goal. The Review Tech
Now
USA
also,
set?
Keep in mind, DSP had an entire channel.
It looks
that
similar.
Was DSP Street Fighter, where he showed
He has a green
tutorials
screen
of
now,
how to
right?
use and beat characters.
I don't want to go to his
And
channel.
why do you do that?
I don't have to look
for
through
the
his
views.
shit.
But
Fuck
I'm not
it.
like other creators, dude.
Fuck it.
I'm real. I'm honest, dude. I'm trying to help you, dude. Believe me, dude. I did not spend $100,000 on WWE Champions, dude.
He changed.
Then
He deleted his original channel, right? So what would his
44 months being an ultra
what would his
supporter
new
and
channel
says,
be?
Hey, bub. I don't know, like Monster Hunter. Just talk to you and chat, okay? Of course, he's referring to DSP trying out the Monster Hunter.
Try it. Ooh, let's go! I am pregnant. I am with child. Another emoji bukkake just erupted. Fanbro subscribing with Prime. Thank you so much. Do you have any clips? I can shout you out. But if you don't want me to, that's fine too. But I've got it loaded, ready to go if you want to. RTU streams. Okay, so in that moment, I'm going to. Oh, you know what? And I didn't even look at the poll. Well, it's tied. Okay. Oh, there I am on Dashfire. Let's go. See, this is also why I love Dashfire's videos.
Oh, with asking for cash, as he moves right into the push for another $150. It would be better if he simply said, I know you shipped over $800 on Friday after the 16,000 plus, but I expect $150
Ew, he's live right now.
because that was then.
Let's watch
This
Becky screw
is
me
now.
over. You're fucking cringe,
And
dude.
yet again, Iron Cuck Sakai with $50. Please rethink Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's been fantastic so
All
far.
right, I'm gonna look at the one he
Also, you
streamed
gotta
one
swap
day
your
ago.
tunic out. It's
Running
obviously
my whole
bugging me.
live.
Not
He has his
suitable
shirt
for the
off.
king. And also,
Ugh.
DSP was complaining.
He's in
that
his
no
basement.
one is buying memberships on Kick. And then Iron Cuck
Same
Sakai
Becky thumbnail.
comes in
3
gifting a
times.
sub. And the cool thing about Kick is they tell you a total of how many
This
someone
motherfucker.
has donated or gifted.
His shit ain't scrolling though,
And
so
apparently, Iron Cuck Sakai has gifted 537 subscriptions to the channel. So that basically
look. They do say that imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery.
His name is John Cena! He's gonna get in the ring and put boots down!
Devontae, thank you so much for thumbing me in the eye and shit-canning me to the floor because I was just about to say some real shit. Some real shit about that absentee fucking father of UTech USA. You know what, you fat fuck? I know you probably didn't see my shit. I'm not even going to chalk it up to great minds thinking alike. All right. But I'm going to just say this with 100% certainty. There ain't no fucking way. There ain't no fucking way that this guy. Let me just look at him right now. This woman is insufferable. 30,000 views. And yeah, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to look at his views. He's got 300 people in his chat right now, probably watching his dumb shit Dark Souls run. Feasting with the King, 8K. The Late Night Man Hour, 5K. Let's watch Becky screw me over, 5K. This woman is insufferable, in quotes, 3K. I don't understand how people can watch that shit other than for the fucking car wreck that it is. And at least he has like some common sense, some sort of sense of self-reflection, realize that he is a fucking joke. I'll be goddamned. I will not sit here and say that his shit is better than mine. It may have more views, but I know fundamentally on a scientific level that this shit right here is infinitely times better than this bitch ass shit that he's putting out on the internet. And that's what's pissing me the fuck off.
Piss me the fuck off.
All right, let's continue. Thank you, by the way,
Basically works out to
Demonte,
him spending
for cashing in those channel point redemptions. And shout out to everybody hanging out on
DSP
Twitch and on
in
YouTube.
subscriptions alone. Then DSP was worried. He
Shout out to
believes
DSP
he's gonna
Gout
have to
Gout.
buy a new graphics card or a new PC every 2 to 3 years to keep up with gaming PC, or he'll have to go back to consoles. And where you think that support's going to come from? Where you think that money's going to come from?
This is where you
Hint,
come in.
hint, wink, wink. And look at the kick chat. Never expected to see this when I logged in. Who is it? A random? Are those goddamn bots? Not gonna lie, this game is boring. And you'll never believe this, guys. Despite him playing Monster Hunter 3 times, and
This is
all
what
3
DSP
times
doesn't
he's
understand
rage
about
quit,
PC gaming. He has to keep on
this
top of
time,
it. Yeah,
Monster
it's a
Hunter is
race.
not being
It's a
supported very
race.
well.
You can't
Yeah,
just sit on the
Meowblock
same
already
parts
guilt-tripping
for
his
3 to
audience
5 years.
because
You
they
gotta
haven't given him
upgrade
the
your
money
shit.
He's expecting. Just out berating them, telling them he's probably gonna rage
Brunel
quit,
Dead,
he won't
yes,
step up,
the football
and they
player.
better not ever ask
I
for
am
this
familiar
game
with his
again
work.
if he does. Then DSP thinks that Monster Hunter is the most popular franchise that Capcom has. And not
Resident
only was he
Evil,
berating
Street
the
Fighter,
viewers on stream,
Mega
he
Man,
was berating the viewers on demand in the future for not showing up to this stream and
wonder who's buying him
supporting
another gaming PC every other year or so. It's this. It will be the same person that bought him the first two. Himself.
The truth is, if you're watching this on demand and you weren't here for the streams today,
If you're watching this on demand,
what did you think?
There's Indrid. Shout out to Indrid.
why didn't you show up?
I want to party with
I was
Indrid.
going to be playing it today for over a week, and everyone knew that I was going to be playing it.
Why didn't you show up? Fucking mask off, asshole.
And then look at that. The money's not coming in. So you know what that means. Wage quit time.
Let's
And he's
go.
threatening
We
people,
rage quitting,
"You better support
boys.
this, or I'm quitting this right now."
Hold up.
Then we have Gout Gout. If I saw someone playing like DSP is playing right now, I'd kick him from the group.
You're famous,
Just ride him
JG.
out, shoot him from a giant distance.
Might as well just
DSP
call
is
it the
using a
JG
hammer
win
and just trying to
tweet
face tag
video.
the monster and not understand anything.
I do mark out
He's
though when
already
I see
died
my
3
tweets on
times
there,
during
and
this
that's
fight.
mostly why I
And
tweet.
despite him saying,
So I
"I'm
may
gonna wage quit this if
show
no
up
one
on a
supports
Dash
this,"
Fire video.
He's now saying again, if the money doesn't come in, I'm shutting this off. and
Demonte, you
doing
picking up
Q&A.
2K25?
And then goes on to say
I'm
he's
definitely
angry
picking it up. It
because
looks
since he
like it's a
started
lot of fun.
gameplay, He's only got one $2 super chat. Then goes on to say, I am a complete newcomer to Monster Hunter, despite him playing Monster Hunter 3 previous times. Then chat had to handhold him because DSP
Surprise.
couldn't figure out how to select items out of his pouch and said the menu is too busy. Then DSP was so confused.
Old man
Monster
fell.
Hunter is so popular, but why is no one supporting? He doesn't understand how a popular game can result in him not making money. Then even goes on further to say the menus are too complicated for him, and adds on to that, Monster Hunter is overcomplicated for the sake of being complicated.
Should have taken the day
He then
stream off.
declares the game loop boring.
Womp
But
womp.
then finishes next sentence saying his audience finds the game boring. He always has to blame the audience. He can never take responsibility at all for anything.
It would be
And now,
complicated if he got
out in the open, he
150.
doesn't care
This
anymore.
is true.
He's being a nasty bastard, and it's absolutely disgusting.
He would have loved this shit. And yes, his gameplay does suck. Ew, digging for gold.
Gross, but it was really itching me.
And still, everyone was withholding their support.
Yeah, that's
And
his new
DSP
favorite.
says,
That's his new
Are
favorite
you
word.
gonna show up and
Withholding.
support or not? Now I know what you're thinking. It can't be that bad. I mean, it's Monster Hunter. How bad could DSP make it look?
Oh,
Well, let's take a look at his quote-unquote gameplay.
you'd be surprised. There you go, fan bro. Yeah, usually DSP loves hanging out in the menus too, JG. So it's like extra funny that he's making fun of it. Damn, that went pretty hard though. Fake enthusiasm, hyped for this one. The kick chat, by the way, is my new favorite thing to watch during these streams because I'd be in there. I'd be in there with a couple of socks. Both of them have been.
Dwinnell super chatted $5. He stuck that same finger in his eye and then ear and wondered about the ear infection issues in the past.
JG Win, thank you so much for the 5 spot, my guy. Woo! I just want, I'm sure everybody here knows, but I'm sure everybody in DSP's chat would not be aware. So maybe we could just say this out loud to keep each other sharp, okay? Your fingers and your hands literally touch everything. If you really think about it, all right, you put your hands literally on everything. And where is everything? Everywhere else. And especially your phones. Guys, if you're not cleaning your phones, you are literally carrying around a germ-covered mess. Front to back, each side, it's disgusting, all right? Maybe be on top of that a little bit more. Just saying. Both of yours have been banned. Sound off in the chat if you have a band name from Kick. Mine was River Rejection Real and 25 push-ups off camera Real. Both of them were sent to the Shadow Realm. However, my Lord Diaz Kick account is still active. It's not banned, but I don't drop any I don't chat with that one within there. Mine was Cat's Cunt. Oh, that's nasty.
VLX11387 super chatted $2. More two-faced than Harvey Dent.
Damn!
Astonished face.
Damn! Thank you guys so much. Sir V for the 2. JG Win for the 5. Man. Did anybody see Joker 2, by the way? Did anybody see Joker 2, by the way? I liked it. I knew that people weren't going to like it. I was looking at the fact that, like, I guess the filmmakers wanted to piss off the people that really liked the first one. And it was like a subjective thing or like a meta thing. I love the first one. Didn't see the second one. It's divisive. I won't talk too much on it because I feel like you should react to it without anybody else's opinion to it. I guess. Yes, I'll leave it at that. It was very mixed. But the thing of it is, it did elicit a reaction. And if you look at it at a meta level, it actually makes a lot of sense. But anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. I know Harvey Dent was in the conversation. And then Fambro's kick names were DDP Pissa Fraud and Renton 220 Real. Love them. Love them all. I love them all. But you got to think about it. Your hands literally touch everything. And when you have the guy putting his fingers in his ear, and I know I do it too on stream. I'm not saying I'm perfect. And in fact, like, this is all for show. I'm completely deaf in one ear. There's no reason for me to wear this at all. And if anything, when I hear, I don't hear, but I feel the sound effects or music's being played. I can hear it, but I can feel it. I'm actually seeing a doctor about it tomorrow morning, so... Yeah, the fact that this dude, Phil's putting his finger in his ear and his eye and his nose, we just saw, and then when we had the we've been blessed with vision so we could see him on the second camera, he's pulling out his Sideshow Bob ass foot on stream, and he's starting to put his hands on that. This man's going to get pink eye sooner rather than later, and then Jenna is going to come a-knocking.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, that is crazy. I played Monster Hunter Rise. It was free. I didn't get past the tutorial. I uninstalled it. I got the one before that, and it was pretty good.
Weakness, where is the weakness? I can't see it.
Oh my god.
I don't know, it's there, but I can't see it.
I don't know. How about you look around? How about you use an ability? How about you look at the busy UI? That's why it's ridiculous when you just blame headphones for his ear infections when it's just nasty stuff. Yeah. Darkwind, what I'll say is, like, when you see old clips of Phil in his like in his dingy, unlit, like, it looked greasy. Like, it was a white wall, but it had like a film of filth on it. Does that make sense? At least he has colors up on the screen now. But I also hate it so much because now he's caught up to 2010. He really needs to get himself a a mirrorless camera and then just completely blur out the background. And yeah, DSP couldn't
Then
wear
someone
earphones
asked him,
until he
if
had
hits
to,
the goal,
and then he kept
will buy
doing
the
it.
game?
So
And DSP said no, but he might consider to buy it. Then we have Innocent Orphan. He's summoning bots for every fight and just mashing out the legs with a hammer. Not using Woo mechanic, not aiming for weak points, can't figure out how to use items. Just the worst. So bad. Never play this again, DSP. Go back to bathroom camping in Call of Duty and mashing at Street Fighter, pig roach.
Damn.
And guess what, guys? The support was still not coming in.
Whoops.
Home Josh. He's upset over only having $80 in support and wants to quit for a
Jesus.
Q&A. And starts talking about
I get what you mean. I don't like seeing him in HD. Yeah, that is horrors beyond my
He
comprehension.
received over $700 less than a day ago.
What an asshole.
Then DSP goes on to say Monster Hunter is just fighting monsters over and over.
Like, it's not a
And that's why
contest,
it
but when you guys support this channel, everything stops. I pause the video, I try to stop talking, I try to turn off the sound effects, I want to get the TTS to fire off. Like, when he says stuff like, oh, I have a very generous $2 tip from a troll, I'm not going to give him any attention, and then proceeds to give his ass like 5 minutes worth of attention.
Then DSP stopped the game.
I would say his camera
just so
more
he
than
could
his set.
record a
Yeah, because
video,
at least he could.
scolding his
At
audience
least
for
he
not
could
supporting him,
do
and then quit the game. And then
a
remember when
portrait
DSP
style
kept saying,
background and have it all
"All I
blurry.
want is $50
I
a
was
stream."
I was even thinking about
He's
that,
now
but I do
saying
like being able to
anything less
put
than
myself in any,
$150 a stream
you know,
is not a
overlay.
meaningful use of his time. And then DSP had issues because he couldn't figure out how to heal in Monster Hunter. Then DSP not paying attention to instructions or anything that pops up or tutorials.
Darkseid to
and
Phil,
kept
what up,
saying
him?
Everything was too complicated.
We have a celebrity in the
and he was
house.
getting angry because no one was helping him. No one was
What a
supporting
week,
him.
huh?
And he said, I need feedback. I need feedback to know what to do right now. And then the
We're enjoying
mature
Dash
adult,
Fire's
DSP,
latest 3-hour
saying
epic.
he was able to deep clean his office thanks to your support. Phil, I'm just going to say this. As an adult, you should be cleaning even if you don't get support. Because
Damn.
that's what being an adult is all about.
This is true.
Oh, I will say this. I cleaned my whole office this morning. This
Well,
morning I
good
took
for you.
the,
He did it.
Air gun that I have, and I cleaned all the keyboards. I cleaned all these desk areas. I cleaned the keyboard of my laptop.
And I also have a bunch of crumbs from all of the DSP tries-it that I've been having.
Then I had my dust buster, my new dust buster, and I zoomed the whole office from top to bottom. I cleaned everything. I cleaned this whole.
It sounds like he's talking to us like he's talking to his mom. Like he wants something from his mom. It's like, Mom, I cleaned up my room. I vacuumed the keyboard and I tidied up the piles of wires and I dusted off the ceiling fan. And I was thinking, I really want to go to the bowling alley tonight with my friends. Well, okay, I'm gonna just stop right there. He doesn't have friends. He wouldn't go out. But you know what I mean, right?
Freaking glitter from Christmas and shit. So I cleaned that. I cleaned those. I actually cleaned my whole entertainment center from top to bottom with the dust buster. Oh god, there was so much dust.
Something I can see Dash Fire becoming June the King. June the King, I think is what you mean. Yeah.
I was very happy that now I have the equipment to do that.
Dash Fire was one of the original detractor style content creators that gave me a boost, that helped me out, that showed me love, and I always want to return the favor in kind. And I've
Then,
always been a fan of
DSP is
Dash
quitting
Fire
Monster
stuff.
Hunter, he says, I'm sorry, but my time is very much in demand.
Lawnmower hanging out with us on Twitch. Welcome.
Now keep in mind his job.
Yes,
is
the
to play
Wolverine
video
toy to
games.
clean the room.
And he's
Perfect.
saying, I don't want to play this video
Now I'm
game
mad I didn't
because
say
I
that.
could be doing something else with my time. Make that make sense.
And Nocturnal
Then
with
yet
the
another
X to
example
Gout.
of DSP
I should put
playing
that on
Monster Hunter.
a channel point redemption.
Shit, I wasn't the ideal range.
How do people watch him play video games? He's so bad at it. Like, I like watching high-level players do high-level things that I couldn't even imagine doing. But this guy just barely scrapes by. Doesn't show any, like, resilience. Just steamrolling, finding the one thing that works, and then not branching out doing anything else.
I could already tell.
And then, of course, the commentary. It's like the way he talks is, oh, like the Chris Chan moan. Oh. Oh my god. And then the excuses and the complaining. Face tanks everything. And if he can't do it, if he can't face tank it, the thing, then it sucks and it's not his fault.
Then DSP
I don't
goes
mind
on to
bad
say
play if
he
they're
doesn't even know
charismatic,
what phone
but that's
he
the rub.
uses.
Yeah.
Then
It's
in the
it's
Kit
the
Chat, we have
content
this.
creator, not the
Money
game.
before my wife, real.
Damn.
We have this comment in YouTube by kinda manipulated by Sav. Phil got paid per excuse. He'd be a millionaire.
Damn. Lot of Sav screen names out there.
And then we get the Street Fighter, the most toxic stuff he does.
A lot of
And he
Sav
declares
style screen names
people
out there.
who quit on him in Street Fighter instead of doing full sets are bitches because they will never learn that way. Now keep in mind, all the times he says, I'm not giving you a full set, fuck you, Cammy. Then someone
Absolutely.
asked him,
Huge fan of
stop
Sav. Sav
stalling,
always
just play the wireless
Sav is
player,
one of the
it's
biggest
casuals,
cheerleaders
it
of this
doesn't
channel,
matter.
and I always
And
appreciate
DSP
her
in
for that.
return responds that he's not
And she's just a really
retard.
cool person. We chop it up a lot.
It's already bad enough. Do you think I'm gonna play a wireless ranked placement match? I'm not a fucking retard. I'm not doing that.
Damn! What the? Whoa!
And we have Volo.
He said the word! He said the word, Mom! And of course, I'm glazing Sav up because I never want to be in her crosshairs. I never want to get her ire. She'll dress me down and just slit my throat in Minecraft.
My connection went to 1 bar. It dropped my combo and I couldn't block. So you see why I don't
Block.
want to do this? Do you understand?
The consensus in that Sav is awesome. Agreed.
Already had issue with my connection. It doesn't say that was me. It literally doesn't say that was me. My connection's still showing in the green. But isn't it funny and
Streamers, live streamers have this obsession with saying the word literally, and also let's go. I'm guilty of the second thing, but I try very hard not to say literally. King B, Cruel, what up,
And of
here?
course,
Oh
the
shit!
reason he started playing ranked match.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you want to do rank,
Have you guys been seeing the YouTube
And
chat
guess
popping up
who's
on the screen? This is the
Iron Cuck
Twitch
Sakai.
chat.
And look at that face.
Let's get the
That is
spoons
the
out
face of a man
for King Be Cruel in
who
the
hates
chat.
his
Let's
job
go.
And hates his life. And if you think that was bad, let's see how DSP showed his excitement for Street Fighter 6.
He's loving this, dude. He might be drunk here. Coraz EQ in the hanging out with us on YouTube. Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing baby chick. 220 gang gang. We're smoking on that front-facing baby chick pack.
And just like any
Navy
other
Vet
Street
for
Fighter
Life
stream,
also in the house. Welcome.
excuses start piling up. And this one is no exception.
How was the spaghetti dinner, my friend? And thanks for hanging out earlier.
Completely free.
Oh, hell yeah, my friend. I got a button that will
Then
play
as
a
Duty
victory
points out here,
fanfare and then a game over
$160
fanfare.
Of the $260 DSP received today.
Oh my,
came from Iron Cuck
sheesh.
Sakai.
Sorry,
Successful
Snood.
businessman. Then we have this
Sorry,
comment in
Snood.
chat. You should aim a camera at your hands.
I
you
still
can
want
see
to party
your
with
advertising.
Injured, though.
Your advertising is hindering my experience. I was told to watch adverts.
Unless something
I did
comes
not
up in the
appreciate
past that's
it. Can I have
clipped
a
and
refund
then
now, Phil?
paints her in
Then
a different
another
light.
excuse of why he lost today. There are no 5-bar connections left in the game anymore.
He's dead on the
That's why I
inside.
can't
Those
get good
facial twitches,
matches.
though.
Yeah,
Who told him
that's
this was a good
exactly
idea?
why.
That's the best
then
part.
someone
It is a
asked
prison
Iron
of his
Cuck
own
in the
creation.
chat
He has nobody
why
to blame
he
but
keeps giving
himself.
money
And that's why I
to
keep saying
DSP.
that's
And
everybody's
Iron
fault
Cuck
but his.
says,
Because he is
just want the sword
coping.
badge, my guy.
Coping and
then
seething.
Star Wars nerd. Why do you want it, Iron Cuck?
Pretty good.
It's
Still got
another
plenty
badge,
left.
you
Let's
mental
go.
Then DSP hit the goal. But
I
he
don't think they're
refused to
together,
have a
Darkwind.
snack
At least that's
as
my
part of his
headcanon. That's what I'm
quote-unquote
hoping.
Reward. And we have Theo. DSP won't eat snacks.
And
at the
I'm
end
not
of the
trying to
stream.
wifey either.
Too
I'm just
late
trying
for
to
that.
party.
But this dude had hamburgers and pizza as a midnight
Respectfully,
snack.
of course.
So a tiny treat, that's crazy. 2 slices of pizza, that's fine. LOL. Then this is funny. So
And then also, he
on
also eats
Kick,
very healthy
if
now,
you re-up
guys.
your
He eats
membership,
very healthy.
It counts towards the goal. But if you re-up on YouTube, it does not count towards the goal. Make that make sense. And we have Not a Wabbit. Canceled my membership the other day after he ignored my re-up message for a second month in a row.
Damn!
Think I will also wait for gifts after mine runs out.
Hell yeah. And I also
And that
like
brings
this
us
new
to
format
Monday.
that
And it was
Dashfire does for
announced
these
on
things.
Thursday, DSP was going to do an interview.
Our man is a channel
with
partner?
Stephen
Oh, okay,
Cambion, who's
okay.
friends with Kino Casino.
Yeah, true,
So
true.
I'm sure Phil was expecting a softball interview. We'll see how that goes. And PPP put this out on Twitter. If anyone wants to get
Cerulean, on
questions
that
or
being
info
said,
for
though,
the
was a
upcoming
notable
DSP interview
improvement.
on
I'm just
Thursday,
saying.
Please DM Steven. Any relevant stuff you want Phil asked. He will
Ah,
use it
shit,
for
King
sure.
Be
You
Cruel.
get the answers. People are
Ride or
demanding.
die, King Be Cruel.
And DSP opens up the pre-stream, showing off his pillow, looking for sympathy, because support is low. Again, going on about his neck and his back. And he's
Yeah,
in
King Be
pain.
Cruel out here.
And he's gonna tough it out for you. So please
Saying it
support
with
the
his
stream,
whole
dudes.
chest, and I
Then
love it.
DSP decides
I love
to
it.
give health information about doctors and pain. And well, you can imagine.
Oh, this
coming
is
from DSP,
great. I forgot this
is the
happened. So
worst
much shit
possible
happened.
advice
Here,
ever.
lock in. We got to
Do
hear
not
this.
listen to this man.
I am
Listen.
here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, as a realist, I want you to understand something. It doesn't matter how much you exercise. It doesn't matter how healthy you eat. It doesn't matter how many stretches you do, how many doctor appointments you go to, how many injections you get, how many medications you take. You're going to have medical issues, and you better just learn to deal with them psychologically and physically, because if you don't, you're going to be a fucking bumbling mess, crybaby about it for the rest of your life, instead of learning how to just say, okay, I'll just deal with it and move on.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
All these things that these people say, oh, you could do this, you could do this. Or you could just live with it because you can't cure everything. You might want to believe that. You might want to think that life is rainbows and unicorns and everything is magically curable. It's not. I've had these conditions for over
Real
20
shit,
years.
real
I will
shit.
have them for the rest of my life. I've come to terms with that. So I don't need to run
Get that
to the
tour,
fucking
real shit.
doctor every time that I accidentally...
Hello, everybody.
But maybe you do because you're a sissy. And you think that some doctor is magically going to cure every problem you have. And you think that you have the crazy health solution to every problem. You don't. You're an idiot.
Now keep this in mind for later. When he starts talking
Damn.
about his neck and his pain.
You know this is coming from a place, you know, I'm sure a doctor recently told this guy that he's like dying or something, or he's going to lose his leg, or the reason why his neck hurts is because it's a symptom of gout. And he's trying to, just like Korez says, she's going to send her stream over. Oh shit, let's go. Just a bad boy with internet. What up, pimp? Hello, my friend. Hello, everybody.
And how he flip-flops on everything. DSP goes on to say, I have a debilitating back injury. 3
Wah,
minutes
wah.
later. As long as I don't think about it, it doesn't affect me. That doesn't make any sense at all, Philip. Then
I don't
DSP
know
goes
if it
on to
worked
say,
or not. What up, Sam?
I never
Hello.
tried to make a bag by pulling the wool over someone else's
Broside
eyes.
Phil showed me how to do
It's what I
it just
told
very
someone.
recently.
I always try to be a truthful person.
It's okay.
Even though
It's alright.
even
Don't
this
worry
year,
about it.
he's
How was the
admitted
stream? By the way,
he has to
if you
learn to
guys
be
didn't
more
see it, Sav has this new PNG tuber thing. It is the hilarious. She's a juggalo. We were talking about this earlier. She's been down with the clown since Dog Beats. But yes, thank you. And I still need to
Piss me the fuck off.
There you go. We're watching Dashfire's 3-hour epic, catching up on all things DSP.
Cool. And he lied in the past, even to June the King. He said in his interview, I have a problem lying. And Poem Josh adds on to it. He factually lied about having a cat for months.
Oh, yeah, no.
while
I
telling
just
people
got the
he was
message
too
that
poor
said
to afford having
Sav,
pets,
and their viewers
while
just joined.
asking
Welcome,
people to pay
everybody.
for his
Hello.
groceries. Then someone gives DSP
True
$20
Dukem in
to
the
shout out his
house.
girlfriend's
Welcome, my
birthday,
friend.
Which I doubt.
Now
this
it
person
worked.
actually has a girlfriend. And my God, what a waste of money.
Hey, Phil, can you
Sav Raid. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Sure. Happy birthday to Brooklyn. I hope you have
It's
a good day.
obvious you don't know what you're talking about.
If you guys want to be a part of the show, just type in !DSP into the chat. You can
Then
get yourself
on
a
this
carefully
day,
curated
DSP decided
DSP sound
He's
effect.
gonna go hardcore, defended the word retard. And the true reason is because he's sucking up to Kino Casino.
And we're also
Before he said,
fucking
That's a
based.
hurtful
We're actually
word.
dual streaming
That's a word
on
you should not be able to say.
Twitch as
Even
well.
A month ago,
lawnmower letting us
when
know that
Cog
Phil's
was on
health
RT's
solution is to
stream
just take a
and
pill and be
Cog
left
called
somewhere.
DSP a
I mean, if that
retard,
pill was ecstasy,
DSP said that's a
then
word
maybe we
you
could
cannot
talk.
use.
Also,
Because it's a bad, hurtful word. But now he's using it like crazy. Especially with
also
Jade in
play
the
some
chat, too.
electronic music.
Then
Maybe
he goes
some.
on to call all his detractors retarded. Then he
Maybe some
decides
hands
he's gonna
up,
eat the
epic
snack he was supposed
trance.
to eat
I
last
could
night
feel
on
that.
stream for hitting the goal. Then he goes to wash
Big
his
ups.
hands. Gone
Big
for
ups,
10
everybody.
minutes,
Scott Miller,
comes
hello,
back,
my friend.
begs
Welcome for
hard,
hanging out.
and then
Welcome.
goes on another bathroom break.
Thank you for hanging
And
out.
now he's
Welcome
gonna
is what I meant to
complain
say.
for rollback netcode yet again. And he's going to complain that he's the smart one. Everyone else is dumb. They're sheep. They don't know what they're talking about. They ruin fighting games, dude.
No, I don't fundamentally misunderstand rollback netcode. That the FGC fundamentally won't accept reality.
Tell me why Steve let it all lay bare. You know you don't pick up on social cues and what other people tell you. Do you think you might be autistic? And he said it with a straight ass face to him. He's like, I have an autistic child, and he reminds me a lot of you. How was the stream, by the way? I was in there for a little bit, then I went and had a delicious taco salad dinner, and then I came back here and started streaming. Hell yeah. I love the PNG tuber, by the way. Severely autistic nonverbal. Yeah, that's right. Meanwhile, on the other side of the spectrum, this guy won't shut the fuck up.
The people who say the bullshit because they're gullible. They don't know any better.
Now be honest with me, are you seeing this YouTube chat pop up on the screen? Because I am not. And it's pissing me the fuck off.
By the top people in the FGC and the Canon guy who designed it and the people who run Evo. And these
that was when I knew the interview was going to get good. Unfortunately, I had to go to bed. After the first 20 minutes, I had to take a powder, go to bed, and I caught up on all the clips the next day while I was at work, and then sat down in front of this camera and started live reacting to that shit.
Is favored
Damn!
Someone who did something timed perfectly to counter it. That's bad. There's no way.
I hope chats from 24 hours ago pop up instead, right?
There is no argument that you can
Should have went to bed after that night. Yeah. It was so crazy though, because bro had like a very polarizing appearance that I think then started leaning more towards the favorable side. Hello, beautiful. Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful smile.
So if you want to go through life being dumb, go ahead. I can't stop you. Or you can try using some of the few brain cells.
Did you guys hear that the Duolingo bird is fucking dead? Holy shit. What's that? A Tesla hit it, yes. And then
Then he's really loving this word. He decides to say it.
I saw that, but
while
never
talking
looked
about
into
the people
it.
That play Street
Well, the
Fighter
beautiful
6.
in real life female style waifu walked in the door, and she's learning Italian. She's so smart. She's as smart as she is pretty, and she is a genius. And she's been learning
And now
Italian
get
for
ready
about a year
for
now.
a great rant from DSP about the proper usage
time?
of the word retard.
No, you see, CSJ,
426 days. So proud of her.
People actually think that when I'm using the word, I'm using it as an insult. I'm not. It's a genuine descriptor.
Don't understand the hate bro guy? I could see it. You're not going to be able to speak for the entire community without people going out there and saying, why didn't you say this? Or, you know, you didn't carry yourself properly. And going back to what King Be Cruel said, ALT and Snood really like had a shitty take, really bad take. But I think also they must have kissed and made up because bro ended up being a guest on That Being Said. So I guess that's water under the bridge.
Just a single word. Wolverine toy.
I think bro side did fine. It wasn't his stream. In 14 days, she would have been learning Italian for 220 times 2 days. We're all going to learn math because of this stupid son of a bitch. I swear to God.
Actual retardation. That your brain has been stunted and you're acting like that. But people don't care because they go.
Yeah, we're definitely on the fuck Snood train right now. We're riding that until the wheels go off, really.
And there's millions upon
He's not doing himself any favors.
that are literally just stupid creatures that never add anything to the planet. They're just there to exist.
Wasn't even where bro got hate until much later. It was like literally right after the stream. He did his decompression stream and he was like, I don't think I did good. He was his own worst critic, and I get it. We are our own worst critic, but he was really hard on himself, and that kind of hurt me. I was like, bro, you did fine, you did great, and I get it. Like, you know, you are your own worst critic, and a lot of people in the chat on both Kick and on YouTube had their thing to say. You don't know what they really mean. You could just have people saying things to say things, but I definitely think bro kind of like redeemed himself, if that could be used, you know, correctly, with the Officer Whitney thing.
It's only offensive when you use it in a way that you're trying to insult. I'm literally not trying to insult.
You're done talking
anyone.
about
I'm
it?
telling you, these people
He was hard as fuck on himself. Very true, very true. And he was beating himself bad.
There's no intention.
He was very polite to him.
This is how it is. They're dumb.
And I think we all kind of do that. I saw
Then
people in
DSP
verse chat saying it was
still
much
not
worse than it
getting
was.
why people hate him.
Than it was
He
though,
goes
which
on
made
to
me just
say,
feel bad for him, because
"Everyone
what the
went
fuck?
woke,
If
and
my
that's part
chat
of
did that to
why
me, I'd
people
rip my
started to
face
see
off.
him as a
Yeah.
hateful person.
We can all sit
he goes to
here
the
and like,
bathroom.
so, all right, we're going to give Phil the rare dub again, because you got to think all of these people are saying all these things about him, like constantly, nonstop. And he keeps going and he keeps moving forward. I don't think I'm built like that. It's like, I'm fucking kidding. I'm a professional wrestler. Been doing it for 20 years. Of course. That's called heat, brother.
Another
At least that's
17
my cope
minutes
for it.
gone from the stream. Then as soon as
Like they
his
were
wife
feeding him
gets
bad
home
info.
from
That's the thing. Everybody has their own preconceived notion of what they're going to say when they're up there. I'm sure a good majority of the people that were the loudest about the situation, if they were put in the same situation, they would be fumbling and a bumbling. I feel.
work. DSP right back into bagging to hit 2 goals so he can buy Arby's, and his
Whitney
wife
lost her
doesn't have to
mind when
cook.
she heard about WWE
Then people
champions.
asked him, "What if you
Whitney
get
sounded
sick
like a
and
sweetheart
you need
too. She seemed like a
healthcare?"
really cool
And
person.
after that whole rant about doctors
You're making
and
it sound
not being
extremely
pussies
awful
and
and
stuff
bad.
like that,
Like the whole world hated
DSP
his
goes on to
interview or
say,
whatever. Seemed unfair.
if he gets sick or his
He
wife
hadn't
gets
had a
sick,
chance to watch it
or if
yet.
they're in
It was
old
so
age and
kinda
need
lame.
help, he's gonna start a
You can't
GoFundMe.
please everybody on the internet.
He called you a
Can't please
pussy
them
for
all.
going to a doctor, but if he gets sick, he wants you
I
to
thought
pay
things
for
went
him.
on about as well as
Then
they could be.
DSP
Feels
tries to
predictable, but
retcon
then
his laugh
even there
after being
on that
asked
Steve
about it
stream,
by a
he stayed
viewer.
on bro much longer than expected. So what I'm kind of interested in, who were the other detractors that were like also waiting in the wings? I could have, if I were to make a short list, obviously Duty and maybe obviously ALT. It would have been funny if Tevin was on the bench, but I mean, other than that, Sav could probably tear his asshole a new one.
Phased out your iconic laugh. I don't blame you. A lot of people have given you a lot of shit for it, but sometimes I wish you would let it rip, laughing out loud. In truth, I don't think I phased it out. I think.
Hey.
008 super chatted $2.20. 186 plus 34 real.
Let's go. We're bringing math into the chat. Thank you. RS Nerd for the 220. My new favorite number. You know, we're out here really in the streets saying we need to make up some more funny numbers because 420 and 69 were kind of losing its luster. Well, 220 is here to stay. I tried messaging him and he didn't even read my DM, which is weird because he tweeted that he was reading and replying to every single one. You mean to tell me he was lying?
Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking.
Coffee hanging out with us over on Twitch. Thank you for abusing the privileges that I have afforded you, which include !DSP. You can type that into the chat. And we have a bunch other ways of you to be a part of the show. Check it out right down there. T-Dog, hello, my friend. 220 in the house. Thank you. After his appearance, I gave him 3 clapping emojis in the DMs. And I'm not like the type of person that would double text somebody. So I knew that eventually when his social battery was recharged, he would get back to me. And if there was anybody that I would put on the front lines when I'm going to just say this right now. Everybody puts Duty up on a pedestal, but he got starstruck when Keemstar came into the chat. And Keemstar absolutely just superstarred him. So, like, it happens to the best of us and to the worst of us. Salona, hello, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us earlier today, too, by the way. It went great. ALT actually had great criticisms that DSP acknowledged. The other guy, however, acted like a child. I'm booing this. I'm pressing the boo button. Would have loved to have seen Sav Phil. She would have been so would have been so scared she would have destroyed him, because I mean, through the very minimal time that we've seen Phil actually interact with his wife, it seems like he is scared to death of her, and I have a feeling that she could pick him up and throw his ass around.
My setup doesn't really capture it the way it used to be caught anymore. Like, if
The spoon rant is my favorite. Very true. Also my favorite. Top 10, top 3, really. We should figure out what happened on day 220 of the best streak.
Right?
I feel like this 220 gimmick is a lot of potential.
Number one,
Shroom Dukem says, I doubt Tevin would have wanted to get in the enclosure with the animals. It's fair.
That doesn't sound the same as it used to. That's actually the same exact laugh I used to do. All the time. It just sounds
YouTube keeps trying to filter. Oh shit, hold on.
There's a camera.
And in a move that shows you how much he does not love his wife, and they are
in my
roommates,
doc, my
have you ever
YouTube chat
asked him,
doesn't tell me
which is
if
more
things are
important,
moderated.
You don't
money
know what
or
you're
his
talking
wife?
about.
Thank you,
And
Lawnmower.
DSP says she's cooking, so we can't spend time together.
Meow blocked in the house. Welcome, my friend. 220. Let me just go over to my YouTube chat real quick.
Now she'll be cooking in the kitchen, so it's not like I'd be able to be spending time with her. She's already doing something. You know? If it meant, hey, I can get out of here early and we're going to run off and do something fun together, right?
Like
Or
go
we're
to
ready
the
sit
zoo?
down, relax,
Like
or
go to
whatever together,
Japan?
Then I would, but that's not the case. Like, I was already scheduled to be here till 4.
Unless you guys
And
wanted to
then
give me
finally,
money.
he finished his Dark Souls modded run, which made it easier. Immediately, support is down, so what does he do? Begs, not for 1, not for 2, but for 3 goals right now. Someone drop all that money. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get that RB so I can eat it and my wife doesn't have to cook.
In front
And
of you
course,
guys.
you know what happens if he finishes a game early, or wage quits or rage quits? Q&A time.
Yuck.
And in this Q&A, DSP talks about his
Okay,
history
Sav, I'm
with
sorry.
money.
I don't know how my
excited.
chat is
What
moderating
robust
you.
content, dude.
It's all
Then someone
automatic. I
asked
did everything
Phil
right. I did nothing wrong.
why he uses the word retard.
If you were being
And
moderated.
Phil says, why is it offensive? That's what they called me when I was 5.
And it is
Newsflash
almost
for you,
February
Phil.
20th.
They still
Yep.
call you that at 42.
It's Friday, right? Thursday.
Then it appears if DSP runs out of ideas for his electronic picture frame,
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a lot of
he'll
people
just add in
replying to
whatever,
criticism of
like
BSP
this,
with
whatever
like,
this picture is,
well,
a
you
girl
would
in
have done any
camcorder.
better, which is the
What
thing.
are we doing here,
I wouldn't
Phil?
accept the invite because
Look
I
at that.
no, I wouldn't. Yeah,
That is a man right there.
that's like the literal
Again,
definition of
that
touching
hates
the
his
poo.
job and
I
hates
don't
his
think I'm
life.
equipped to have
And
a
this is one of the
conversation.
things I hate/love is when he always complains, my inputs didn't come out, and then shows the controller after he presses the input, like
Because I
we're supposed
said
to
something
magically
about my
see
D. Hey,
in the
yo.
past that he pressed the buttons. And we have Meow Block. Hey retard, why are you showing us your controller after the fact to prove you didn't press a button? That's not how that works. You get it?
Look at this, Meow Block in the chat and on the video. We got a celebrity in the chat.
No, I did not press that at all. What the hell?
Oh, they definitely deserve each other. They can have DoorDash together.
Now
3 times
remember
a day.
earlier when DSP said, "Oh, you're a pussy. Just take it. Don't see a doctor. Get over it." This is the
And
title.
there have been worse cases of
Call of Duty
detractors trying to
stream.
explain their
If
case
my
to
neck
relatively
holds up,
normal people and
more
coming out
Black Ops
and
6
not the best of
multiplayer
lights too.
action.
Yeah, this is
February
very
10th.
true.
And then people
Let me
asked
just
him
stay in
if
my
he's gonna put more stuff
echo
in his
chamber
background.
in my hug
And
box
he
right over
said
here.
He can't add anything
T-Dog
more
says
in line with
DSP
his
wage
content
quitting
to the
Kirby and
background
Forgotten Lands.
because
That's
you
one of my
want to
top
see
10
all the lights
favorites.
and nice background. He
Classic
just paid
wage
for.
quit.
Then remember earlier, DSP was defended the word retard and said it's okay.
You've been yeah,
People
yeah.
got
Can
woke
the
and
can the
pussies,
wrenches
and
let them
it's okay
let
to
them
say
go?
it. Well, he just banned someone in
How come
Kick
Sav isn't
for
a
saying
wrench?
it
Let
in
me
the wrong
fix that.
sense, and then Kick Chat started revolting and withholding, saying they're not going to support unless their friend gets unbanned. And then over on YouTube, we have comments like this: "We don't have infinite money." Then DSP goes on to say that all the detractors are lining themselves up to self-felt themselves. Keep
hear
this
that,
in
guys?
mind
We're all lining
for
up.
Thursday night.
All I'm gonna say is this: isn't it funny?
Yes. I think it came from a place
Isn't
of jealousy,
it funny
Koraz. I
that
agree.
all the people who have messed with me over the years are lining up like ducks in a row to felt themselves.
I'm a toxic
over and
troll.
over
YouTube
as
hates
if
me.
It's just like a gallery.
It doesn't grow on trees, but the
rogues
Social
gallery
Security does.
Every one of them wanted to dump on me over the years. Well, guess what? I'm the one still standing tall here with no problems at all, and they're the ones who are just getting.
What
boom,
is
boom, boom, boom,
what is
boom, all
Leanna
getting
quit? I have a
exposed for
feeling that
heinous
there's a
things.
story behind that.
Oh, it's a buyer's market for cars. Buyer's market for cars. Oops, I'm
By the way, whenever he does that voice, like, you know, he's mocking his audience, right? That's crazy. Why would
going
he
to
do
jail
that?
for, you know, revenge sex porn. It's like I've said.
The game bugged out and he quit it, but he's seemingly
people
really
who
annoyed
are
by
the
Leanna. They were very
vocal
early in the
about
game.
shortcomings
See,
of
I love
others
this
are
because
doing that.
it wasn't until
Because
very
they have
recently,
the
and it was on
worst
a game that I
skeletons in the
adore,
closet,
Kingdom Hearts,
and
obviously,
they're trying to direct attention away,
which
so
was
that no one ever looks at
the
them.
birthplace of this sound effect.
Piss me the fuck off.
I started hearing all of them saying it. I was like, where's this coming from? And I was given the link, and then I saw the clip. So I isolated the clip and I took out the background music, and now I have it attached to
Piss me the fuck off.
a button right here on my stream deck.
If I'm constantly dumping on top of everyone
Based
else,
in Kingdom Heart
hopefully
Pill.
no one will look at me.
You don't think you're gonna get
Right?
out of here without
But
the
what's happened
Oblivion
is
and the
all of them are
Oathkeeper?
being proved to be the biggest
Bitch.
hypocrites on the planet.
And look at this. 244 people watching his stream. And on Raw Phil, 1,011
That's how I
people
discovered
watching.
Phil. I played a
But
ton of
people
Kingdom
love you,
Hearts.
Phil.
I've only
You're having
played
a
Kingdom Hearts 1,
resurgence,
2, and
dude.
3.
And then he got some
you can
flack
miss me
for
with all the
banning
other shit.
people
I'm sorry.
and the proper
I'm a Final
usage
Fantasy
of the
guy.
word retard.
That's as far as I'm gonna
Boom,
go.
Josh. DSP continues his retarded take on the usage of retard by banning people who retardedly use the word retard the same retarded way he has done. Now using
Spicy
retard in a
language.
generalized manner is bad because it attacks a group of retards.
He's the Pied Piper of these people.
Because I ban loyal viewers. Because I banned loyal viewers, Chimchar outright was insulting everyone on the stream. Literally, you didn't see what he said.
Oh hell yeah, brother! All the way from the very first Kingdom Hearts.
You can't do that. You can't be just publicly trying to insult people on the stream.
I must
for
have
no
gotten these
reason. He
things.
basically was insulting everyone.
know.
So I mean, it's his fault.
15 years ago. I got this one way. I got this one way after this one. But the plan always was to get the stencils. The spin-offs have their appeal, but the core games are generally better, in my opinion. Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game ever. Very good taste. Very good taste.
Okay, or you're actually
I
trying to say something that
I
people
love
find
Kingdom Hearts
offensive.
3 out of the
For
3,
example,
and then probably 2 after that. So 3, 2, 1.
what it is now this morning on my podcast we had a discussion about the word retard.
Look how
and what it
shitty
means,
his camera looks, by the way.
okay?
Look how shitty
And
his
then I'm
AI
using it
shit
as an
looks.
actual descriptor.
Honestly,
An
never
actual
noticed them. Sure.
description of people's behavior.
It doesn't surprise me.
their
Like,
thought is
it's
actually
not
retarded.
anybody's fault. I literally make
Because
posters
they're not
with the information on the
smart,
posters,
okay?
and I
They're
put them
stunted
online. And the
intelligence,
first question that's
right?
usually dropped in the
That's
comments
not
is,
offensive.
"Where
It's
is this
offensive. You're
show?
actually saying
When
that
is this
someone has
show?
the
Where can I get
condition because they have
tickets?"
it.
It's
There's
on
a
the
medical
poster
condition
that you're
called
commenting
that,
on.
and that's not what I'm saying when I say the word. You can't then just start saying that.
Sav,
in the
I highly
chat
recommend it. I
willy-nilly,
see that you play Final
nonstop,
Fantasy
saying
X.
it in an
If you're
offensive manner, that's not
if you're an
allowed.
RPG style
What would you like me to
enjoyer,
do?
highly recommend it.
No, he wasn't using it as a descriptor. He was basically generalized use trying to be funny, and it wasn't funny. And he was using it as an insult towards everyone on the stream.
Yeah, and I
He
meant
can't
it
do
as a slur.
So it's his own fault. He can get incorrect. It's not all okay or none okay.
Kingdom
It's
Hearts
about
2 is my
context.
favorite so far. Lawnmower with the culture. With the cultured opinion right here.
About context. It's absolutely correct. It's about context. Especially with language.
I'd absolutely laugh if Phil tried super bosses in those games, especially Sephiroth in 2. Spoiler, by the way.
He would then go on to demand
And
that he
DSP
email
cooks with
him,
styrofoam.
apologize, and guarantee he's not
I
going to
mean,
use the word
this is
retard
true.
in the way
There's
he
a lot
did
of
before.
styrofoam in the house.
And his kick chat still revolting against him, refusing to give him money until the guy is unbanned.
Oh, hell no. We're going to
And
put a
DSP
poll to
said,
this.
I can't do it on the fly. I can't unban him. He needs to email me and apologize. Then people kept talking about his health advice yet again.
Ah.
I mean, it's kind of sad.
stinks.
Of
Hey,
course, the
Sav,
man that
you're
looks
on the video.
10 to
Let's
20 years
go.
older than his real age thinks healthy diet and exercise are a scam. And guess what? Low support. So you know what that means? Yet again, Q&A. And he's now threatened to wage quit things midstream. Man, 2025's off to
We
a
have a
wild
celebrity
start.
in the chat, guys.
Then DSP
Behave
goes on to
yourselves.
say
Be on your
that
best
he's not a
behavior.
hateful person. People make that up about him. And then goes on to say,
I
if
just
you
dropped
use
a very
retard in an
important and
offensive
meaningful
manner,
poll
he
in the
won't
chat.
ban you
Please,
because his business
please let
will get in
democracy
trouble.
win again.
Then DSP's going to go on to describe how he doesn't like the word retard, and he only uses it as a
Lingering
description
will
word.
in 2 would be hilarious too. Oof.
I don't. I use it as a descriptor towards people who act like that because it's the best way to describe how they're. Either you could say mentally stunted, right? Or you could say that their thought has been retarded, meaning it's not.
I think we all landed on collectively on the word retardent.
That there's something wrong in their head that's making them act in a weird way that a normal person would not act.
A normal person,
That is
guys.
different than saying that someone has the actual.
I play Kingdom Hearts, but not Final Fantasy too much. Want to play them at some point, just haven't gotten around to it yet. Highly recommend if you were to
Then
play
we
any
have
Final
Who's
Fantasy.
Jalen in the kick chat.
If you
One
want
stick
something
puppy
that's more
equals racist
weebish,
for 5+ years
I would
equals
definitely
okay.
say like the Final Fantasy
Chimchar
13
doing light
series. But if you're looking for
razzing
something
equals
more
banned.
grounded, something a little bit
Then
more Game of
despite
Thrones-ish, something
kick chat
very
saying,
not
"I'm not gonna
weebish,
support you
Final
until
Fantasy 12 is the
our
way to
friend
go.
is unbanned.
And you don't
money
need to play
not
every
coming
Final
in.
Fantasy
And he had to wage
to
quit
understand the next
Call
one.
of
They
Duty
start
and
off
do
with new
Q&A.
characters, new world,
the money
all of that.
is still not coming in, and it's time for a hardcore bag.
English and Japanese versions. Oh shit.
Let's hit the goal.
Yes,
I did not
FF9
hit
is
the goal
good.
earlier
When I
for Dark
first played it,
Souls.
I didn't
We wanna hit the
appreciate
goal
it because I
tonight
was an
or
idiot.
double
I
the
was a
goal. If you
child.
want to do DSP tries it either tomorrow, Tuesday, or Wednesday at the latest. Okay. That would
That's
be
it, King
absolutely
Be Cruel.
perfect. My wife wouldn't have to cook on a day when she
You're
works.
on thin
It'll be a
ice.
great new
Saying
DSP
Final
tries it.
Fantasy
If you
8
haven't
is
done
the
it for
best.
DSP tries it in several weeks. Arby's will be perfect. And
We're gonna have some
remember, you're gonna
words.
get big rewards with the taste tests. When we hit 9, you get the
Chrono
next to
Trigger
last,
is the best Final Fantasy.
Sakura box treat. But when we hit 10, it's going to be the last Sakura box treat. and
Final
the
Fantasy 13
first
games
from
were the ones I
European
played.
box
Let's go.
together
I
as
love Final
one
Fantasy
double
13.
reward.
That's a hot
And you're
take.
gonna get Arby's DSP
I know it's
tries.
generic to say,
Okay.
but I'm for
So let's
FF7.
make it happen.
Darkwind.
Let's get it
Final
going.
Fantasy 7 was my
Let's get
first
some
Final
support
Fantasy that I
right
played all the
now.
way through.
And
then I
then
went
after
back to
pressure from
6.
the
I
kick
think
chat,
that's
he
objectively a better
decides
story.
He's gonna unban
5, 4, 3, 2,
Chimchar
1.
on the fly, even though he
Tactics,
said
13. Never played
5
11.
minutes ago he can't
I continue
do that.
to play 14 to this day.
Suddenly he can do it right away.
Final Fantasy 6.
And then he's
Also,
going to apologize.
also very true.
And say he was mad and he banned
I
this
want the
person
Final Fantasy
because of people
Final Fantasy 7
withholding
remake
money from him.
stuff on Final Fantasy 6.
Now,
Give us the
Chimchar, I'm sorry that I
final
banned you. I should have timed you out.
reboot game,
That is
and then
correct.
give us 6.
I was too hasty because I was
Keystis,
playing Call of
though?
Duty and the adrenaline was
Keystis
pumping, so
with the
I
whip?
apologize that I banned you. I should have timed you out. But please don't do that again. Okay.
I bought DBZ Ultimate. I'm gonna butcher this word. I apologize.
I know when to admit that I'm wrong. And in this case, I was wrong. I shouldn't have been so hasty.
Sorry. And Final Fantasy 13 the same weekend.
upset
Needless
because
to
of the
say, I
withholding
grew to
tonight.
appreciate
I was
13.
upset because I was playing Call of Duty. Well,
You
not
just
really
finished
upset, but
Cosmo
the adrenaline
Canyon,
was
so I'm making.
pumping.
Jesus
Call of
Christ,
Duty.
bro. Where the hell?
I was far too hasty.
Davey Vent, are you a Kingdom Hearts fan?
I'm sorry.
Have you ever played
Then we have
Kingdom
some
Hearts for
gameplay from his
PlayStation?
Call of Duty. Poem Josh. They spray wildly, you say.
Look at this. It's in slow motion. You probably hit him twice, if I'm being generous.
I hate this. Go through them once, hits. Go through them
Never
twice,
played it, I
hits.
have an
No
Xbox,
death.
that's fair.
They just spray
That's
wildly
fair.
and just hit me once and I die. What a stupid
But these two
fucking
songs
game.
are from Kingdom
DSP
Hearts.
goes on to say,
1,000 words in real
it's
emotion. So far, real
ridiculous
emotion is
that he
winning with
hasn't
10
even hit
votes.
$50 yet and wants to get to a respectable number. Fan support was low, so you know what that means? DSP is going to try to put Kick audience versus the YouTube audience to try to start a bidding war. And guess what? It did not work.
Oh.
And then he
It's too
had
bad.
Dark Sneed Pimp, the former Dark Side Pimp, gift the membership. Then as soon as DSP gets that, he immediately asked Dark Side Pimp
1,000
for more money
hours in Final
to hit the goal
Fantasy
because he didn't hit it on the
Valheim,
first stream.
the true greatest
Thanks to
RPG.
him, I didn't see it.
Simple and clean,
Thanks
yes.
to Pimp
I
Josh
should have
gifted
put that
the
in
sub. I
there.
missed it. Okay.
I'm going to say no
So
matter
we are
who
up to
wins,
16 now. Thank you.
1,000 words of real emotion,
Thank you so much. Thanks.
the real winner is simple and
Now
clean.
listen, thanks to you. If you help me out tonight and hit that goal, I would appreciate
I
it.
have
because
no
we didn't
idea
hit
what
it
you're
earlier
talking
today.
about, and I don't.
It's rare that I directly
care.
address a
That's what I'm saying about
particular
Final
viewer
Fantasy
and ask for a favor.
Valheim.
actually
Let me
get
just
the
look that
camera
one
on
up.
right now. It's rare that I would address. Oh, I had the wrong thing. Hold on, I wanted this.
Hold that L, Phil. Hold
There
it.
we go. The auto follow. See, it's gonna be fast to follow me around now. So it's rare that
You're
I address a
not
particular
slick. I
viewer,
can
but,
do
you
the
know,
same
I really
thing.
would like to hit that goal tonight because we didn't hit it earlier. All right, so you know, if you want to help out a streamer, a blue collar streamer
Oh, fuck off.
who works his butt off.
Bullshit.
All right, I would appreciate that. All right.
Then get ready for one of the most cringiest things you've ever seen, and that's saying a lot coming from Darkside Phil.
These are characters
Phil.
in Final Fantasy 14.
Phil, and Phil, and we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance tonight. We're gonna do the. I'm doing a back-to-back dancing with Phil.
Simple and Clean, Kingdom Hearts 1, or Sanctuary, Kingdom Hearts 2. They're all excellent. We're gonna end the poll. Real Emotion 1 with 67%.
Can we get some support for the silliness tonight? Can we get some support tonight for this?
I played enough well,
please.
That I got a wish.
And of course, support.
Not me. Final Fantasy 14 all the way. I played a little bit of World of Warcraft, but I ended up just messing with the UI more than playing the game.
You hit multiple goals the other day. You're ahead by days. If we want to count by that metric, Philip.
As a wrestler, does it make you jealess that Kenny Omega is coming out to a Nobu Uematsu song? No, I actually think it's awesome, and it's not just an Ubo. I'm gonna say this correctly. I apologize. Nobuo Uematsu song. It's also a Soken song, and Soken is the composer of Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 16. Excellent soundtracks.
DSP tries it either tomorrow or Wednesday when my wife is working. And now
he also came out to an Undertale song, if I'm not mistaken, which was also pretty cool.
So we have to hit the goals tomorrow. And
I
then
don't like
DSP
to get mad
goes
at
on to
DSP
say,
stuff, but it irks me when
his
he
wife
says he's a
told him
blue collar
one day
streamer.
This week,
Yeah,
he doesn't want to cook.
He needs to be a
which is
red
why he needs
collar
to hit the goals
streamer
by tomorrow, so he can order food for both of them. Now, keep in mind, this is also the week of
We all know
Valentine's
Kenny Omega
Day,
is a secret
and women
detractor.
Like to hint at
There are a lot of
Just
detractors
saying,
that are
Phil.
pro wrestlers. Adam
She's
Cole
saying
is
she
one.
wants a day off from cooking. It happens to be the week of Valentine's Day. You don't see the
Mansoor
correlation there, Phil?
And
of course
the
you don't, because you don't love her.
MXM.
Then DSP is going to
detractors.
go on to say he hopes this is not a pattern
You got to
of
meet
people
him,
withholding money from him.
bro. Don't ever wash your hand.
Well, guys,
And in fact, use
I don't
that
know what
same
happened.
hand to
I
pick
am
your
playing this
ears
again
and your
another time
eyes.
Later in the week. This is my big return after a week away, and I
Yep.
don't know what happened. I
Came
don't
out
know
with the
why there was
Sans mask.
withholding or whatever.
And
But it is what it is. And I guess
Megalovania.
we'll try again. Hopefully, it doesn't become a pattern because, as you know, I really like Call of Duty. I don't want to take this out of the rotation, so hopefully, this will you know.
Full music and all. Yep.
And now he's not only publicly shaming people
Look
in
at
his
this.
streams,
Look at his post.
in his videos, but now in the video titles. So this is the daily wrap.
The guy
New
that
snacks,
owns
Dark Souls
DPW,
ends,
no
Black
Phil
Ops
as
6
well.
returns, but
Ooh, the plot thickens.
in capital.
Yeah, but did they have a tag
slow
team named the
support.
Detractors?
Then it looks like the liquidity is running dry on DSP Gaming.
Uh-oh.
So he had 2 days so far with 4 streams, and he got $11, $27, $37, and
See,
$13
that's like still
in
good
tips.
money.
But dude, that's the
13, 37,
liquidity of my
27,
business,
11.
dude. And then we have Duty Streams talking to Steven, who's going to interview DSP. Can you ask him through the following? Why is it okay for PPP to call his wife fat, but detractors can't? Ask him who is a better maid, Kat, Panda, or Linda?
Damn!
Ask him about bank leaks. If you need the file, I can send it to you. You can point out dates, transactions, and let him explain. And then Steven replies, DM
So
me
to
dates,
his credit, he
transactions, and things
actually
he should
reached
explain
out
for
and
sure.
engaged with the
I'm deep into
community,
bank leaks,
you know, was
finding
open to
connections,
discussion,
but you may have
and he
connected
did
some
his
dots I
research. He
missed.
knew his shit.
I'm starting
And
to
for
think
somebody
this is
that
not
came
gonna be a
into this
softball
cold,
interview. I'm starting to think that maybe Phil's in trouble here.
It's
and I
not that
forgot
he's
to
like
put this
saying
in
the same
here.
things that we agree with,
Ask
but
him if
it's
his
like
former
he's
best friend
taking
Rambo broke off
Phil
the
the task
friendship
over these
because
things.
Phil
He's
made a
being the
romantic
conduit.
move on him. And then Volo points this out. So this is Steven's profile here. Autism
Oh, yeah.
dad and caretaker.
So I
And
have
it
a
shows
couple of
off one
people that
his
came up to me
previous
when I
videos
first started
about a guy
saying
begging for money.
the tag team
You
that
sure
I was
you
in
wanna
was
do
called
this,
the
Phil?
Detractors.
Are
They're
you
like,
sure you want
are
to
you
do
really?
this?
Are you
It's
really
not like
doing
this
that?
is like side
yeah.
scrollers 2.0.
And then they dropped
There's
like
no
a
way this
reference,
could
and
be
I'm
worse
like,
than that, right, Phil? Right? And we all
Our
know
secret
what
kayfabe
Smart Guys
code.
is all about. Everyone knows it except
got
for
a
Phil.
DM session from a ways
And
back
PPP,
that kind of
or
set
Triple
me
P
on a
as
path
DSP
of being the
calls him, that's what he
detractor.
calls him.
I'm NDA'd on
He's
it,
going to
but
explain that
they
straight
really
out,
do not like Phil.
no
Oh my,
sugarcoated,
that sounds
but
that
how
sounds
he's
important.
fucking with Phil.
Steve is getting Steve is definitely getting more interested than Phil, which is crazy. I've seen his feed. I followed him. He's retweeted some of my things. I think he knows where his bread's getting buttered right now. He's doing a good job, and more power to him for it.
Watch your show, because your show's not the Jerry Springer show.
Oh, listen to this. This is crazy.
Maury Povich. It's not trash TV. It's just like two middle-aged
Very goated.
guys like giving ice cold tech takes. But in reality, the show it's
Goated
basically
and
like
based?
what
Is that the
Smart
right? No,
Guys
it's not
is,
the
where
right.
It's like it's not about wrestling, it's about fucking with Phil. But Phil doesn't know that. You
He
know,
was in
it's the same
Toxicity
thing here
Unmasked chat.
where Rich
Okay, so
doesn't
can you
realize
guys
the
put like
entire show is just
can you
about
guys put my mind at ease? Why am I thinking that Toxicity Unmasked is just an op or some sort of covert thing? Where am I getting these weird vibes from Toxicity Unmasked? Where am I getting those weird vibes from? And we're gonna call that a segment. We're gonna cut that off, and we're gonna end the recording. We're gonna cut the segment off, and then we're gonna do a non-recorded beg session, and then I'm gonna retire to the quarters with the lovely, beautiful, and very smart in real life female style waifu. So if you're watching this on the premiere, thank you so much. And do stay tuned. We have other premieres coming up very soon. So until then, take care. Be safe. Peace. Okay, hey, I'm back. This is we're still live, but I'm not recording anymore. What is up? What is everybody's temperature on this Toxicity Unmasked channel? Because all I see is an AI PNG who I think, has, pretty much the same setup as everybody else. And they're doing some really good numbers. They're putting out consistent content, but I have not sat down and watched it. So what do you guys think of Toxicity Unmasked? You're getting the same vibes as everyone else, and that's all I'll say. YouTube mode is off. Yeah, now we're into straight begging mode. Now, guys, there are many ways to support the channel. Right here, for one. I'm just kidding. You like her? There is something strange. I don't know yet. Maybe I just need to sit down and have it on in the background while I'm doing something else. I have feelings that it's like an AI, like it's a TTS voice talking. All of a sudden just came onto the scene and just started really doing some good numbers. So I don't know. I keep seeing them. I think I'm subscribed. I don't know if they have a Twitter or anything like that, but nah. If it's AI, it's very confusing. She's very much a real person. Interesting. Since we're not recording, we can put some copyright music on. She is funny, but it's kind of odd. That's what, okay, so maybe I'm not crazy because I'm definitely feeling like something's off, something's odd. But who knows? I follow her. She's not AI. I actually like her content. All right, King Be Cruel. King Be Cruel is an excellent judge character, so I'll definitely take that into consideration. Hell yeah, copyright music. She's an older, sassy lady from the East Coast roasting Phil, and I vibe with that. I say give her a chance. Well, as a East Coast style human myself, I could definitely vibe with that. She's basically like any other restreamer, but she's funny and very welcoming. That might be it. For what I've seen, not bad. Okay. Well, I can't watch Shinko anymore. What the hell, guys? Shit. And I was hanging out in this guy's stream from time to time. But there's just been so much nonsense going on. But with all that being said, guys, yeah, it was rough. And I didn't even try to talk about it a lot because I don't want to draw attention to it. Coraz, I don't want to speak on it. Even though I did speak on it. And this is why I keep to myself. Yes, I saw that. Meow blocked. Very true. Maybe I could package it as I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing. Better to stay uninvolved. All right, then we'll just leave it at that. We're just leaving it at that. All right, so let me see if I can do this. I want to see if I can raid out to another channel here on YouTube. Yes, yeah, he did kind of crash out on it. Yeah, let's all follow that advice. We'll just keep well enough alone. However, if your name is River Rejection, yeah, you're gonna get it. Nerd Brew has been digging into him, and it's funny. I love it. Just like when Piece of Peace is an absolute base take on the internet, it's better him saying it than me. Oh, wait a minute, guys. Before I send you off to another channel, let me let you guys know what's happening on Captain Alex's YouTube channel. He has a Gundam update. Gundam update. I ruined 2 pieces and I cannot attach them. So that means another incomplete Gundam. And now I got 1 left. Plus no one wants to help. Just why? Why me? It's always my bad every time. Aww. So am I Chinese or Japanese? Do you guys have 8 minutes? Do you guys have 8 minutes? Let's just have some DLC. We're gonna watch it. Did you already see it? Captain Alex update. Everybody shut up and listen. Oh, if I'm Chinese or Japanese. I watched like 2 minutes of it on my stream. It was wild. Saw it, but it's funny. You should watch it. I'm invested. All right, we're gonna do it. I'll be right down to you in about 10 minutes. I'm waiting for dinner at the bar. I got 8 minutes. Let's go, Koraz. All right. I think we're all in agreement.
By now is Captain Alex, as always.
First off,
Like,
guys,
comment,
can
and
we
subscribe
appreciate
to
his
my YouTube
background right
channel.
there?
We
All the
lost
anime posters?
a few subscribers for some odd, stupid reason. Don't ask me why, because disabled people are a burden for some stupid reason.
Damn!
I don't know. But welcome to another video of what I like to call Ask the Captain. Where I get to answer 1 question per video.
As a Chinese style individual, I watch
1 question
with bated
per video.
breath.
This is how it's going to work. You ask me a question, as always. I answer it in a video, as I'm doing right now.
Can we just appreciate the fact that he's using a fucking webcam for a microphone? I just can't get over it. This is true. This is true genius. I want to see the feed of the camera right up underneath his nose and in his mouth.
I reply in the
Where
comments.
is his suspicious plushie collection in body
Answered.
pillow?
And then we move
It's
on
off camera
as
for
always,
sure.
because that's how it works.
That's how it
and
works,
the rules
guys.
are simple in this Ask the Captain. Sexism.
Uh-oh.
Racism.
Uh-oh.
Politics, especially politics.
Uh-huh.
Greed, especially greed.
Especially
religion.
greed. Uh-huh.
Riddles.
Giggling. Deep breath, Alex.
Making fun of me, clipping me without permission, because I've been seeing a lot of clips without permission, except for...
Is he talking about me, guys?
For one. That's been granted by me, of course.
I don't talk to Alex anymore.
And
I just watch him on stream.
If I missed anything else, let me know in the comments.
Say my name. Say it was me. Is this Alex the Lion? Oh no, Coffee. See, look here, guys. Coffee over on Twitch has an excellent reference for us all. If you're not aware, Alex the Lion is somebody that has followed the entire Step community of streamers around across all their social media, across Groove Stats, and across all these other things. And there are threads in Discord servers about this kid. He is living in a group home. He's definitely very special needs, but he also plays Dance Dance Revolution. So he's attaching himself to the rest of us and has become a real nuisance about it. So let me just say that Alex, Captain Alex definitely would not be able.
Kindness have super chatted $1.41. Hi everyone, I am a girl, just so you know.
Thank you for letting us know and clarifying that, Sav. We wouldn't have known unless you dropped that $420. Dude, I just took a photo of his head in a boat. Like in the Thomas the Tank Engine world, where all flag there, and then I sent it off and I tagged him and I said, hey, this is my entry for your contest. And at first I thought he liked it, but then he started making vague videos talking about how nobody's listening to the rules, which I continued, which then I went back to the drawing board, my mid journey, and instead I photoshopped his face on Triple H's body on a boat with his favorite waifu Sakura tied up underneath a pride flag waving Gundam with a rainbow in the sky, with a Jerusalem, with a Star of David, very faintly, transparently in the sky.
But anyways, today's question comes from Amanda.
Remember when he showed up at my Twitch stream?
She asks,
"Some fucking hell.
What is the difference between Chinese and Japanese?"
Sav, you know he has a crush, right? You know he has a crush. He doesn't get to talk to girls at all.
Are they the
so
same? Or what's the difference between them?
he's crushing hard.
Chinese people.
But he's also, as most people of his affliction, are very narcissistic. So of course he's, you know, we're all talking about, you know, Dark Side Phil, and he's like, my Gundams.
They speak Mandarin. For example, shishini, which means hello.
Does it? Does it though? Hold up. Sav is a big hairy dude with a voice changer and augmented VR AI overlay. It's all a conspiracy. Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Let's get Alex Jones on the case.
Japanese people.
Uh-oh.
They speak like this. Arigatou gozaimasu. Which
oh, thank God he actually started saying Japanese, because I thought he was going to go into some chicky wang wang shit, and I wouldn't.
Thank you very much in Japanese.
Yeah, I got. Good, Editor got it right.
The
movie sign. Hello,
Chinese,
my friend. Welcome.
They write up and down, but for the Japanese, they write left to right, almost like how we write from left to
Thanks
right.
for hanging out, my friend. Hope you like
Don't
what
ask
I've done
me
with the
about
place.
their politics, because I have no idea about that. Their politics.
They're very isolationist, and they would not appreciate you.
Different. The one thing that remains the same is the color hair. It's always black.
I don't know. I've watched a lot of anime, and the main protagonists always seem to have like red hair, or pink hair, purple hair.
And
I mean, Sailor Mercury on your poster back there has blue hair.
The Japs.
Oh, he said it. He said it, Darkwind. Yeah, I thought we were going to get some good old school DSP racism. Well, he just said it.
Japanese. Sorry.
He's so right.
If I offended anyone that saying the word Japs, but I love you guys. The Japanese have one of the greatest. Oh my God.
He's so real for this.
I'm building one right now. Greatest Gundam models.
Fired that off like a World War II vet. They took my legs.
It helps me with my
That's why I'm in my chair.
And speaking about the Gundam, here's today's update for the Gundam.
Oh, he's probably going to be pissed off.
I picked this up, and so I can show it to you properly. This white thing.
Why is it got to be white?
Of the Gundam. What do you guys think?
But in the Gundam Rage video, he was mad because it was made in China.
But if I remove this piece, there's another, chest piece under there. But anyways,
back to the business at hand. The difference between Japanese people and Chinese people.
Long island, which I don't know why. The Chinese are basically,
hold on. Koraz says, my Indian boss kicked some dude out for being an a-hole on the way out. He called him a damn racist Mexican. Dude is from Nepal. Wow. There is. I'm not supposed to say this, but we had a spurg out. Somebody quit on not the best terms at the place I do IT at, and he dropped every Discord word on the way out the door, saying he was going to work at the grocery store like some Discord word, and a
long ass.
Chinese people are the final boss of racism.
How do I say this to not start World War III?
Oh my God.
Basically,
live streamer Captain Alex starts World War III with his Discord word comments.
Start World War III. Basically, they are allies with a certain enemy to their north.
Where's he getting this information from?
I'm not going to say who, because I don't want to start World War III.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's best not to do it. And I hope that answers your question. So remember, one question per video, and I will answer it in a video.
Wow. Wow.
Q&As, I forgot to say this. A waste of time, waste of space, and a waste of energy.
So why are we doing them?
Reason being, because I've seen a lot of people, they do like a Q&A, and it lasts for an hour. And it's kind of dumb. That's why I don't do those.
Tell them.
Unless you want me to waste my my battery power, then whatever.
On your chair?
I think
social
I'll
battery?
answer today's question. So remember, one question per video, and I'll answer it in a video. The contest, the art contest,
yes,
ends
talk about the art contest.
March 11th. So
I have a lot of time.
So bring out your best.
Will he sneak
not
diss
worst,
me? Oh, please sneak diss me.
Art that represents me, and that represents my ship.
Spit it out, Alex. Jesus.
And
so many rules, just like his hero.
And it has to be either I'm skinny, I have muscles, I could be in a wheelchair.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The possibilities are just endless.
No,
but
there
isn't,
because you just gave us all the things that we couldn't do.
Because you will be immediately disqualified if there's some inappropriate stuff.
What is the contest exactly? Just
and
any fan art? I'm assuming so. Of him. Once again, his narcissistic.
So far, I've already chosen a few.
Battery powering his brain.
Great.
Deacon Storm Gaming, hello, my friend.
And
if he wants to be a skinny legend, he has to cut out carbs and sugar. Like, I went back on his old videos. Like, he's very self-conscious about his weight because he always brings it up. But, like, he wasn't a spring chicken at the onset either. Like, it's funny to see everybody post up before and after photos of Review Tech USA because literally his tits are now wrapped around his body. Before he actually kind of looked like he could... live another 5 or so years. If you guys are not familiar, Deacon Storm Gaming, who's hanging out with us in the YouTube chat right now, is one of my lifelong friends. We used to backyard wrestle in high school, and he has been doing an excellent content, playing a lot of Fortnite, Call of Duty, UFC, and if we're going to be talking about people that have great personalities and content creators that like get it and understand and are entertaining, Deacon Storm Gaming, follow his channel. His channel's a lot of fun. It must be very hard to lose weight in a wheelchair, a lot harder to burn calories, but most of the weight loss is in diet anyway. Kind of Sav hitting it right on the head. Diet. And he did like a food review. What is it with these people in food reviews? Like, is this all that they have?
Don't disappoint.
Sapporo isn't carbs, it's beer. Well, it's alcohol, so your body has to work through the alcohol before it works through the carbs. So that's one of the main reasons why I stopped drinking.
Captain's rants.
I love his Captain's rants, by the way, because he'll say, if I had it my way, which insinuates that, like, he has these ideas in his head, like, if I had it my way.
Deciding what to do for...
No, Darkwing, he's disabled, but he hates non-disabled people. He has slurs for us. We're called walkies. RTU is truly an abomination. Yes, and an absentee father, so double fuck that guy.
Episode 80, and you guys decided that I'd be wearing the captain's hat from now on. From that point on. So stay tuned for that.
Bad moments and reacts. Look at that. Hello, my friend. Dashfire in the chat. Looks like I'm going down another rabbit hole with Alex. By the way, the same day I tagged Dashfire on Twitter and said we need to get a deep dive into this river rejection guy, that evening a video came out. You tagged me in it and we live reacted to it. It was a thing of beauty. We love Dashfire here on the corner of the internet. Can't be a fat fuck and bad at your job and broke and an absentee father. Like, pick a damn struggle. Jesus Christ, Savage. I had cheese and oats for breakfast. I can have some beer. Hey, Cadet Tour, more power to you.
And For
Yeah,
lives,
if you're looking for another
whenever
cow
I
to
feel
milk,
like going
for lack of a
live,
better
because you
term,
people
Captain Alex
are
is your
really
guy. If
bothering
it's
me
not
with,
his
"Oh,
racist
are you gonna go live? Are you gonna go
tirades, it's his
live?
racist
Stop
songs,
that.
his
Just
slurs
stop.
for
Because
handy-capable people.
excuse me.
And then his live streams are even better because when people come in and fuck with him, he'll use his health as a shield and go, "Oh, I need to get some heart emojis in the chats so I don't have a heart attack and fucking stroke out on stream." Red killed, hello. Red Khaled, I'm sorry. I'm deaf in one ear and I have a speech impediment. Leave me alone. We were enjoying your videos earlier, but I'm just about to call it a stream. But we went into overtime and enjoyed a little bit of Captain Alex.
And
my heart is racing. I need hearts in chat to bring my heart down. My heart rate down.
Don't be bombarded with so many requests. Just take my time and keep doing what I'm doing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Shroom, if you're out there.
Oh! Shroom reference.
Thank you for that wonderful advice.
Oh.
I will keep that in mind and I will do my best. So, anyways, I've kept you guys long enough.
Mm-hmm.
This is your beloved captain speaking, saying this as always. Stay safe, stay motivated, stay vigilant. Love, safety, and peace to all, and to all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, depending on where the hell you are.
Unless you're gay, a Jew, or handy-capable, apparently. I'm intrigued by Alex. Should I do a video on him? Everybody, we're going to put a poll in the chat while I look for Captain Alex's AI-generated song. Should Dash Fire do a Captain Alex video? Fuck. Oh, there it is. My computer's so slow. There's a poll in the chat right now. Go ahead and vote with your hearts. Or have full function of both legs. Very true. Dashfire, I was literally thinking today about how your channel is so great and all your videos are so well researched and you lay out all your information so well. Like you organize the info and your thoughts very well. It's great. Big ups. This is very true. All of this is facts. None of this is cap. And how come when I look up Captain Alex on YouTube, it doesn't pop up his channel? There it is. We're going to be enjoying an AI Captain Alex song, and then I must adjourn for the stream. I have a beautiful woman waiting for me downstairs. Oh my god. And in fact, hold on. Let me just go ahead and link you the page, Dash. Yeah, go ahead. There you go. I can't find his channel. There it is. Check out that link. We're going to watch one more video. It's just a song. Copy. And then I must adjourn for the stream. And just like how I said earlier, Dashfire was one of the first people to put me over and put the channel over and always showed the channel love. Look at this fucking thumbnail.
Alex, a man so grand, more handsome than the stars or the shifting sand. While fallen YouTubers fake their fame, you rise above, redefining the game. Mr. Beast riches can't match your glow. Your noble heart's the real show. Logan Paul scandals fade in disgrace, but you stand tall with your timeless face. Handsome and strong, the world can see. Captain Alex, the hero we need to be. Fallen idols
he made this and uploaded it to YouTube.
To your charm and wisdom beyond rare.
AI song. Listen to the lyrics.
It lights up the night. While Chris Tyson brings chaos and lies, you bring truth with those piercing eyes. Just as crooked eyes. Schemes can rival the captain of our dreams. Alexis Ricardo with his hollow voice falls to your grace, your poise destroys. Handsome and strong, the world can see. Captain Alex, the hero we need to to be. Fallen idols can't compare.
He's mentioned editors. I'm quite sure there's some bad actors in his Discord server who says managers on his YouTube channel. They fuck with his thumbnails and upload weird shit for him. Oh my god.
Your jawline sharp, your heart so kind. A leader like you is hard to find. The storm of March will dim your light. You guide us forward day and night. Let the defectors talk, let the clippers fail.
Oh yeah, he has his own haters called defectors.
The virtual world rests on your name.
But the funny thing is, defectors mean you had to have been a fan of him first.
Handsome and strong, the world can see. Captain Alex, the hero we need to be. Fallen idols can't compare.
Oh my god.
To your charm and wisdom beyond rare. So here's to you, our handsome guide. With you the virtual skies open wide. Captain Alex, you're one of a kind. In heart, in strength, and in mind.
It's like when people abandon the army. I forgot what the term is. AWOL, that's the word. Yep, there you go. There you go. That's Captain Alex for you. Fuck it, encore!
Captain Alex, don't hang your head.
This one right here. This is the new national anthem.
Galaxies
Lighters up.
calling, your name is spread.
Let's get some candles in the chat.
VR chat's waiting, lost in despair.
This will be the last one, I swear.
Only you can bring hope back there.
This was my first introduction to him.
Your Discord too is a sacred
Thank you, Nocturnal. Let's see the candles in the chat.
A home for laughter, a joyful place. We're counting on you to set it right. Turn the darkness into light.
Oh my god, what the fuck, LOL 22. Yes, he is also a Canadian, a fellow Canadian.
The skies look dim, but they all believe in you, not him. Captain Alex, rise and lead. The chat needs your light to succeed.
I'm feeling real emotions right now.
Rooms are empty, the joy feels gone. But your return will bring the
Oh yeah, Darkwind.
Every
Yes, this is a DSP fan, by the way.
turn to see the hero they trust to set them free.
Yeah, Count of Sav seems to be like the magnet that pulls all of these wonderful people.
They know your reach goes near and far. Everyone's waiting, the skies look dim, but they all believe in you, not him. Captain Alex, rise and lead. The chat needs your light to succeed.
What is it with these Canadians, eh?
The clippers fall, the defectors
So yes, I am
fade.
following River, and he commented on one of my tagged posts. And it wasn't even a mean one. It was just like, it was razzing. I was just lightly razzing him.
Did
Did you notice he got rid of all of his meth themed posts? He hasn't blocked me either.
The hero of VR chat, strong and true.
You know the post where I said River Rejection Real was just banned by DSP Gaming on Kick? And then I screen capped and tagged him. He's like, but I don't have a Kick though. Dummy!
The people wait, they'll show you how. Their
Real G's
voices
smoke meth in
echo,
silence like lasagna.
calling your name. Only you can reignite the flame.
I think he made a ton of silly tweets in the last few hours while we were both streaming. You're in for a treat. Oh boy. Don't make me pull this thing out. Piss me the fuck
Captain
off.
who will set them free.
Dashfire, all you need to do is just look at Captain Alex's YouTube things.
Unite the crew with dignity and grace. Oh, Captain, you will defeat the defectors.
Listen to the lyrics right here.
Oh, Captain, you will defeat the Bedlam Boys.
The Bedlam Boys.
Oh, Captain, you will defeat the Jews.
You will defeat the Jews.
Oh,
Jesus.
Captain, you will defeat the Clippers. Oh, Captain, you will defeat the Clippers.
The Clippers.
Oh, Captain, you will defeat the gays. You will defeat them all.
Defeat the gays.
Oh, Captain, you
When the
will
detractor tries hitting on girls. Gross. Rookie dealer gets less than top for being a detractor. And the emojis too. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Captain, you will defeat the Jews.
Oh, Dash, by the way, I'm going to be sending you some videos because I actually had somebody, me and Sav just met Captain Alex, right? And we started buddy trolling him for a little bit. And then all of a sudden I get somebody to come in on the stream a couple of days later going, hey, so I see that you're following Captain Alex. I'm like, yeah, true. Yeah. He goes, here, watch this. And it was a thing. And then it all made sense because, you know, he's talking about Discord chats and VR chats and oh my God. Yeah. There were some things that kind of came to light and I'll let you guys put the pieces together on that one. But yeah, it was rough. It was so rough that I went back to Sav and I said, I don't think I can buddy troll this guy anymore. He sounds like a real fucking idiot. But here we are watching AI videos about him. I think the song is The Hate Crime in Canada. It's true. And don't tell anybody, but I have a little birdie told me that the last AI generated video that he put up got him a strike for a hateful speech. I don't know who would have done that, but he's like a mentally 13-year-old forever or something, kind of like Raven. Yeah, almost exactly like Raven. But Raven's sister, by the way, Jesus Christ. All right, I said I was going to leave after that one, but let's just go ahead and take a look-see at River Rejection's page for a second. The king is live. Detractors are mad jealous. Shrug emoji, facepalm emoji, 100% emoji, and clap emoji. Very nice. Very on brand. Detractor tries crack for the first time. Oh my. Uh-huh. You can smoke crack? Shows how much I know. And here comes a bunch of people with guns for some reason, and they're shooting them. Okay, yikes. I didn't know that had a correlation. Okay, no, oh no, my mom always makes me Nutella toast. Rest in peace. Oh, that's what Sav said. Okay, I got you. It's over. I really wanted to get into this game series too. Kingdom Come 2 is so incredibly detailed. An absolute masterpiece. Or is it woke? When the detractor tries to... Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, this is weird. Rookie dealer gets taught a lesson for being a detractor. Yeah, so I think I commented on this one. I hit him with the 220, and then Nerd Brew, who has been picking on this poor kid, you got a bad case of the 220s. Excellent. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Raven's sister fucking obliterated him. Holy fuck, I was dying. We may look on the last stream, we watched a little bit of it to finish off the show, but I had to turn it off because it was such a slaughter. It was like shooting fish in a barrel. There was no game in it, you know. The fun is in the chase. If they're already wounded and limping to their death, bleeding out, then there's really no fun in it. I'm sure she sure did. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I have a feeling it was all a front. There ain't no way that they didn't know what was going on, but I'm not even sure if she even knew what she was saying when she was like, oh, we're gonna take care of this, we're gonna take care of this. Oh yeah, and I definitely that's the hard red line right there. I had one person come in through these chats joking about that shit, and I said, hey, the first time you probably didn't know, I'm gonna just let you know, even though it should be known. And he kept on going with it, so I completely just clapped. I got that ass banned. Hold up, where's the button?
Get that ass banned.
There it is. I've seen that conspiracy theory that it was fake in some way, whether him pretended to be more regarded or his sister was just saying shit to make it go away. Either way, the sister was the shield and Raven was holding her ass up in front of everybody. I don't play that. I have 3 kids. Yep. Well, we know Raven can speak normal. True. But he might have that Peter Pan syndrome. I think that has a lot to do with it. It was like an owl flying kittens. Just sure did. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Yeah, the way King Sly got... It has been such a crazy week for everything. All right, so the poll has been closed since we're closing out the stream. Should Dashfire do a Captain Alex video? We have 45% yes and 55% for hell yes. So we're going to end the poll there.
Shut the fuck up!
And we're going to raid out to my good buddy Pro Locar. He's actually one of my in real life friends, alongside Deacon Storm Gaming. He's playing Dark Souls, maybe? I don't know. But he's the buddy. More people should watch his streams. If you like my streams, you would love his stuff. He's funny. It's the perfect example of the streamer making the streams rather than the game. And from other channels. And yes, Pro Locar is a reference to Space Ghost, so all of my Adult Swim enjoyers would appreciate that. And with all that being said, guys, thank you all so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate all of your guys' company. Until next time, take care. Stay happy, healthy, and hydrated. Peace.